baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance.
President Trump has been urging Powell to cut rates.
I call him too late. He's always too late.
Powell says Trump's tariffs have raised some prices.
We expect those effects to accumulate over coming months with high uncertainty about both timing and amounts.
Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Dow from Stifel's up 889 points to 45,674.
Delightful weather as we go through our Friday afternoon with even better, almost fall-like weather on the way starting on Sunday. Some top 10 weather on the way. Sunny skies and warm this afternoon. 85 should do it for the high. Tonight, clear skies. What a great evening. 67 for the low. The weekend, Saturday, plenty of sunshine. Warmest day of the weekend is Saturday, 89 degrees. A dry cold front comes through Saturday evening. We go down to 63, and Sunday, sunny and perfect, 79, 80 degrees for the high Sunday afternoon. Our high temperatures in the 70s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
It is 82 degrees downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Brought to you by Eamon Gantner and Capriano, YourEstateMatters.com. My dad always said, no one gets out of this world alive. Hi, it's Margaret at Eamon Gantner and Capriano. Do you have a will? Eamon Gantner and Capriano, YourEstateMatters.com. The choice of an attorney is an important decision that should not be based solely on advertisement.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Friday to everybody. Gorgeous out there. It's going to be a little bit warmer this weekend, but you know what? Like 88, 89, fine. I don't like the heat. I'm more of a cool weather guy and a fall guy. But if it's upper 80s, I'm okay. It's all right. Like 95, 99, that just sucks.
It's too hot.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
And especially after dealing with weather like that the past month or so, the 90 doesn't feel so bad.
No.
It's like, this is perfectly fine.
It's okay. It's workable.
Take what you can get.
That's right. So happy Friday. We made it to Friday. I am out Monday. Phoebe went back to school a week ago, but she's, it's like your first year you're in a dorm. Your second year, for her, she was in the sorority house, which is really common, or a frat. And then your junior year, everyone moves into a house. So Phoebe's moving into a house with 3 of her friends, but the house was not ready. So we're going to go this weekend and do the big move on Monday. So I won't be here Monday. And I will really wish I were.
So college students in the modern times just skip apartments and go right to the houses.
6-1 half.
Or is it a Kansas thing? I mean, it could be a local thing too.
No.
Like I didn't go to college in a college town, right? In a college town, that may be normal, but when you're in Miami, that's not. It's probably not as possible.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of kids their junior years that go to apartments. That's a big thing.
Okay.
One of Nick's girlfriends in college lived in this palace. It was like really, really nice apartments, marble everywhere and stuff, which I'm sort of like.
That's not a realistic view of what's
right.
to come.
Nick lived in this total S-hole house.
Oh, there you go. That's
and
real life.
Phoebe's, I haven't seen it in person yet, but it doesn't look great.
Oh, no?
But there's I think that's sort of a rite of passage.
It should be at least some.
Yeah.
Like you got to have some things that aren't perfect. Because
they're going to have a blast.
On campus now is like a resort in most of the big schools.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say every school, but the big schools.
I'd say KU lags a little bit there.
Does it?
Yeah. Maybe just because it's Midwest or their priorities are somewhere else.
Yeah.
But, like her mom and I saw the house and we're like, oh, okay, great. But she and her friends picked it out.
That's fine.
Yeah. And they'll have a fantastic time.
It's also good to do that kind of thing, too. It's a little bit more of a transition to being, quote, unquote, on your own. You know what I mean? I'm glad I lived in an apartment the last year, like off campus.
Yeah.
Because you learned a lot, like how to deal with a landlord and when, like that kind of stuff's the stuff you're going to need to know when you're truly on your own.
It is sort of a good practice.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, obviously, Maureen and I will support her in anything she needs, and we'll over-support her, which is a mistake in parenting, but we'll do it. But these next 2 years feel a little more like real life.
Sure.
You know.
Well, I think I said it on the air, or I don't know if it was off the air, but college definitely changes the further you get along.
Yes.
You know, like freshman year, you're like, woo! Yeah. I'm away from those grown-ups.
Phoebe's friends are beginning to turn 21.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing like we talked about this a little bit last week. Turning 21 is horrific. Like just the night out. I'm already scared about that.
I thought you were going to go say they're mad they're getting old.
No, but most of them stop drinking as much.
Yeah.
When you turn 21.
Yeah. I just think it's the progression of years removed from high school.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, plus, like the further you're going in college, the harder the work gets. The more specific it is, the more interesting it is, because you're typically later more into the interesting stuff that you're studying based on what your major is.
Yeah. Nikki G is back, who told me I had a tremendous ass yesterday. Hello, Nick Goebel.
Nikki. I don't think it's the same one. The Nikki G was on YouTube. This is a Facebook one.
Oh, he says, sorry, not a hot female like you probably hope, but glad I could make you all laugh.
I think it's probably him because he identifies himself as Nikki G.
Nick, good job, buddy.
He says, it's me, Nikki G.
Nick, I'll take it.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'll take it. Father Ted, I don't care who tells me. I am not a discriminator when it comes to that.
No. Compliment's a compliment,
someone
right?
says I'm pretty, I'm taking it. Yeah, leg update. Now not only does my left leg hurt, but my right leg hurts now.
It's spreading.
Just from being old. You know, it took a couple of days for just the regular muscle ache to come in.
Yeah, so minus any pulled muscle, that was going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
From the stuff you're not used to doing.
I don't know about you guys. Like, when I'm on the field, I'm pretty tenacious. When I'm off the field, I'm kind of a wuss.
Oh.
Like I do a lot of moaning at home.
I get that.
From my legs. Like, you would think there was something really wrong with me.
Yeah.
You know, other than just a pulled quad.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm curious because I like a good water story. What was your water situation at the game the other night?
What do you mean?
Like, did you bring bottles of water? Do they provide a cooler? What's going on with all
everyone brings their own. I brought a bottle of Gatorade.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, we play at really nice facilities, so I'm sure there's some kind of water somewhere, but yeah, we just bring our own.
What flavor Gatorade?
The blue one from here at E-Mart.
Solid.
Mm-hmm. But it was like 3 weeks old. It had been in my baseball bag for like 3 weeks, but I was so glad to have it because I didn't think I brought any. And I'm the rookie on the team, so you can't be going to guys saying, like, can I have a drink of your Gatorade?
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that.
I need a drink.
Me so thirsty.
I'm thirsty. And then you like put your whole mouth over the.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. You're not allowed to lip it, man. No lipping it. That's not okay.
Put your tongue through the bottle.
Remember how, like, honestly, we've all been really angry in our lives, and unnaturally so. My first memory of that is people taking too long at the hose or at the
water fountain.
The water fountain.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
It was okay. The anger you felt at the back of the line of the water fountain is a very real thing. I can feel it now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because you're a Z.
yes,
Because you're always lined up damn alphabetically. As a W, I can identify.
So you start to you get pretty mad. But then when it's your turn, no one's waiting on you.
No.
So
No,
the world
no.
is your oyster.
Absolutely.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm at a water park at this
Well,
point.
but you had to be the last one every time.
Oh, I was always
There's nobody
last.
in line behind. And I was pretty damn near it. There weren't very many behind me.
Yeah, we didn't line up that way.
Oh, no.
Like when we would come in from recess, you would just line up.
Okay.
And I was usually towards the back because I didn't want to leave recess.
I get you.
But then, everyone in the audience right now can feel that flickering flames of hatred on their face for whoever was drinking.
Yeah.
And by the end of grade school, we had some stupid little song we would sing.
Oh, yeah?
And that's how long you got to drink.
Oh,
I don't remember
no.
it.
Okay.
But then people would just take longer than they needed to.
And now that anger is for the dummy at the drive-thru that takes too long to place their order. Like, you should know what you want, man. Let's go.
I hate that guy.
It's been a long time since I've been through a drive-thru because I just do DoorDash now. But I would always hate when my order was taking too long You know, like when you're the one already at the window and it's just taking forever, and you want to say to everyone, like, I just ordered a Happy Meal. Like I didn't do anything weird.
Oh, it's not even the win time at that window, because to me, once your order's in, it's out of your control.
True.
It's more the person that's at the speaker.
Yes.
And you're like, what is taking so long? Sometimes you'll see that they get like 7 bags, and you're like, all right, you're just ordering a lot of food. That's cool. No big deal. And other times they'll hand them like 1 bag and a drink. And you're like, that took all that time. What are you doing?
Do you check the bag before you drive home?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Not typically.
Wheels, do you check it like while you're still at the window, or do you pull around?
I usually, as I'm leaving the parking lot, will kind of swing out into an empty space for a second, open it up, going, all right, that looks right. Boom, go.
And you check as well, Andrew?
I sometimes. Not every time. Sometimes I will.
Does it depend on which one you're going to?
It depends on how much stuff I got. If I
Okay.
got like 2 things, I'll just whip it open real quick and go like, all right, everything's good.
Yeah.
But if it's like, if I got like a bunch of stuff, it's like, I can't sit
Remember
here
one time in a
and spend 10
drive-through,
minutes doing
I
this.
did check and it was wrong, and I went into the inside of the McDonald's just beside myself. And it was as much out of like the embarrassment, like I don't want to have to do. Why are you making me beat this guy? And I didn't go Karen on him or anything. I didn't yell at anybody.
Yeah.
But you're just like, you are so put out. This is just so unacceptable.
I get it. I went to the drive-through for a reason, so I wouldn't have to come in.
Where is my fish fillet?
You should give me. They really should do like the big places anyway. Should really do like a little bonus if they screw up.
Yeah.
Like, here's a little apple pie for you or whatever. Just something to make it like, okay, we recognize we screwed up.
Devin Evans, great name, is listening from Georgia. Happy Friday. Chris Ulrich says, I play in a wood bat league here in Arizona. We played 2 nights ago, and the game temp at 7 p.m. was 110.
That's a dry heat, though.
And the temp at 10 p.m. when the game was over was 100.
Yeah.
Bro.
Randy checking in from Florida. Man, we got them all over the place.
All over the place. Look at us. That's cool.
That's why the podcast does so well. We never mention the podcast. We should. My boss, Steve, gets mad at me. But the podcast gets millions, literally, of downloads every year. So thank you to everyone. Thank you, everyone in Denver. Hello, Denver.
Yeah, you own Denver for some reason.
That's my city.
They call him Denver
Did you
Glover.
just drop
Denver
a bunch
Dave.
of, when you were like going through there one time, did you just drop a bunch of flyers?
I just went bar to bar entertaining people.
He put on a pair of tight pants. And everybody was like, tremendous. Just tremendous.
Where can I get more of you?
What's that skit? They got my tight pants on. Who was that?
I don't
I think it's
remember.
Will Ferrell
Was
and
it Will
Jimmy
Ferrell?
Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, it was a Saturday Night Live skit.
That's exactly how I felt seeing that video.
I got my tight pants on.
And I said this before, but it just makes me laugh that when I was getting dressed in the office Rach and I share after everyone left, every article of clothing, because, you know, you put on your sliding pants.
Yeah.
Then you put on your pants.
Yep.
Then you put on, for me, an undershirt.
Yep.
And then I put on my jersey.
Yep.
And everything was twice as tight as it should have been.
But it should be, shouldn't it? Like, I like that.
I don't know.
So was this your first time putting everything on?
No, it just was especially tight.
Okay.
I think I've gained about 10 pounds since I started playing, and so everything's just a little bit tighter. So,
Actually, you're going to help you hit the ball further.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm built like Alec Burleson now. I mean, no shade to Alec. He's a great ball player. You know, he's got the little Pillsbury Doughboy thing going.
I
that
can't
I
say
did.
anything because, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I got my chubby cutlets going.
Yeah. I can't say nothing. I got
Randy
too
says,
much.
saw the video of your first at bat. Are you okay? Jesus.
He's all
Yeah,
right.
take it down a little, Randy.
I mean, let's be honest, though. From the moment that the sniper got you, it was pretty funny.
I called 911. They're heading to the studio.
Because you're like tiptoeing. You're like, and I've done that move so many times. You're like, oh, no.
Doing the little hop.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
You don't
no.
want to fall.
Dave Klein says,
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, is that
Hey,
our Dave
Dave.
Klein?
Hey,
Sure
Dave.
looks like it.
What's
Probably.
up, Dave?
Hey, thanks. Loving the sweet Expos throwback. I love the Expos. Man, I wish Montreal would get one of these expansion teams.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's in the cards.
Oregon.
Yeah. I think it might. If I'm trying to weigh them from what I know, I would bet on Salt Lake City and Nashville.
Is Salt Lake that? I didn't realize Salt Lake was that big a deal.
It's a growing city. They have now hockey and a basketball team. They both did really well. You know, again, it's kind of one of those things too. If you're there, you're not just the city's team; you're the whole state's team.
That's true.
So, they have a lot of this is going to come down to which groups are going to have the money for a new stadium.
Yeah.
And I know Nashville has a lot of support. It's a growing city. But the Eastern one to keep an eye on, too, is like Raleigh-Durham or Charlotte. Like, I keep seeing Raleigh being more prominent in that, and that's where the Carolina Hurricanes play.
Mm-hmm. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, so those two places seem to be the easternmost ones, and then you see Portland and...
Why do I have a dislike of Nashville? I have
I don't
absolutely no reason to have a dislike of Nashville.
Because they're the cool kid?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Just
It seems logical, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everything's going right for Nashville
I've
these
never
days.
been there.
Yeah,
no
it's
one in
nice.
Nashville's ever been mean to me.
Yeah, it's nice. Before I came back to KMOX, I almost took a radio show there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'm just sort of jealous.
I don't know.
I'm jealous
Yeah.
of a city.
Yeah, damn it. Why are you so cool, Nashville?
Jealousy's a bad one for me.
It's got its bad things, too, though. Traffic kind of sucks there.
Yeah. Tell you guys about Universal Windows Direct. I'm going to make it really easy because it's Friday, and Friday is for easy things. At some point, if you own a home or a business or whatever, you're going to need new windows. It just happens. They're just going to last a certain amount of time, and you're going to need a replacement window. There's tons of companies, as you know, because you own a television, and they're constantly advertising that you can choose from. With Universal Windows Direct, they have a great window. They have a lifetime warranty. They have a 20-year warranty. You can pass on to someone who buys your house down the road. You buy 2 windows, get 2 free with no limit, and you get 60 months, 5 years of 0% interest financing. Call 314-334-2522 or log on to universalwindowsdirect.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
When we started Neovitin back in 2009, we wanted to create a multivitamin that we would take ourselves. That's why we use quality ingredients in our Neovitin Original Formula multivitamin. With over 20 vitamins and minerals, along with our physician-formulated proprietary blend, you can be sure you are getting the highest quality daily nutritional support. Give Neovitin Original Formula Multivitamin a try for yourself. Find it at your local Schnucks, Deerbergs, and online at neovitin.com.
104.1 FM KMOX, the voice of St. Louis. Stronger than ever.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX 122. I think it was yesterday we had a talk about kangaroos.
Yeah.
And how they can be 9 feet tall.
8 feet, yeah.
And jump 9 feet in the air and jump 30 feet across.
Yep.
And just today, friggin' technology. Like, I'm getting nothing but kangaroo videos now.
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah.
It's listening.
And I saw one.
Aren't they cool, though?
Well, I mean, I'd seen, like, the kangaroo
When they
square up on the
flex.
dog
Oh,
or
my
whatever,
God.
on the guy. But this one, 2 kangaroos were facing off. There's a big one and a little one. And the big one bent over, threw dirt behind him between his legs. That was a power move. And then stood up super tall and then got on his tippy toes because he was leaning on his
the tail, yeah.
Holy friggin' hell.
And that tail is strong.
Woof.
Yeah. They're impressive, man. I don't know
Fearful.
why. I'm a little bit of a kangaroo nerd. Just I don't know why I know as much about them as I do, but they're amazing.
You like turtles?
They're amazing. I like turtles.
Likes turtles.
But they're amazing, man. They're fast. They can jump. They can kick your ass.
Yeah.
And that tail's a weapon. Like they could hit you with that and just wipe you out.
Yeah. I wonder if anything eats them.
I seriously doubt it. They don't. That's one thing. Like, I mean, unless you're
Well, they're
talking
not
about
apex predators.
No. But they're at the top of the land food chain, basically. There,
Probably no one screws with them.
But they aren't. You're right. They're herbivores, so they're not like hunting and killing, like for food. But other than maybe the saltwater crocodiles, the salties, that's probably the only thing that's going to take out a kangaroo that I'm on.
Don't say the salties.
That's what they call them, salties.
Dingoes.
Yeah, dingoes.
Yeah, but they're
eagles.
little, man. I got to believe that the kangaroos do okay with the dingoes.
Okay, Google's wrong. Never mind.
Sorry.
I know there's a fight going on. I just don't know who's fighting.
It's like
I don't know who's fighting
there's
or
just
why.
some tension.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the 4th time since in the 2 segments we've done that I've
feel
said
like
something,
I'm
Kevin's
watching-
gone, nope,
I feel
wrong.
like I'm watching a kid's soccer game. It's just like a pack running and chasing a ball. So you're mad at Kevin for being a know-it-all about salties.
I'm not mad at Kevin. It's just like this keeps happening today. Like earlier when Nick popped up on the chat and he's like, "It's me, Nikki G," and I said, "Yeah, it's Nikki G," and Kevin was like, "No, I don't think that was him," and I was like, "Well, he says
Well, I said
it's
he
me,
was on
Nikki
YouTube,
G."
right? But yes. So you were correct. But it was a different dude it was a different sign in.
And then I looked up what eats kangaroos and it said dingoes, and I said that. And Kevin was like, "No, they could take a dingo."
I'm telling you,
like,
square
all right, man.
Square up a dingo and a kangaroo, it's not a fight. But if you
I
take
don't
a
know what
pack,
to say. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess. Yeah. The salties and the dingoes don't stand a chance. You're right. I
didn't
guess.
say that. Salties are scary.
You two fight like an old married couple.
Yeah.
It's because
Well,
we
it's
are.
like- yeah, because Andrew gets like kind of passive aggressive with it, like when he's like, "Oh no, Google's wrong. Google's wrong," and then Wheels doesn't even react because he
No.
doesn't care.
You two are like an old married couple driving across the country.
I have felt like this one other time before in my life, and it was when I shared a bedroom with my brother when I was little.
This is
And
what it is.
so,
He's
yeah,
a little
it's-
brother. I'm a big brother.
Yeah,
That's why we do
it's-
this.
Kevin is my brother, and we're roommates in that office.
Yeah. That explains it. That's a good explanation.
Yeah.
Do you fight like this much out of our sight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not aggravation. It's not anger.
No, it's just weird.
It's just like he'll say stuff that makes me go like, ugh. And I know I do the same thing to him from time to time.
But it's nothing terrible.
No.
And I'd say that's only about 20% of the time. The other times it's just dumb stuff we're laughing about.
Rach and I have a very different energy.
Yeah,
in
you
our
guys
office.
are more mom and dad. You're just chilling.
We're pretty chill.
Yeah. You guys are chilling and quiet.
We're so quiet that like sometimes I'll start to talk to Dave because like we sit with our backs to each other, and I'll be like, "Oh, Dave, did you hear blah blah blah?" And then he doesn't answer, and I realize you've left the room.
Do that all the time.
And I always feel so stupid. Like I could not feel more dumb.
The other day,
You are definitely the Irish goodbye. Just like, see ya.
No, I'm Batman. The other day, I did that. I was talking S on somebody, and Rach and I are back to back like we're in a missile silo.
Yeah.
And and get this. She said this, and I'm like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And she wasn't giving me anything, so I turned around.
She's not
She had been there the whole time.
Yeah, Rich, you're pretty silent too, like when it comes to
Yeah.
just like moving out of a room.
That's true. Sometimes I come in and people don't know I'm there. Andrew can be quite cat-like and quiet from time to
Yeah, I
time.
need a
too,
bell.
if
If you
he's
ever
entering.
walk by our office and the door is closed, there's an 80% chance we're talking about you.
I remember when you guys were having some kind of trouble with your office, and Rachel just kind of tossed out to me like, "Yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll come like stay in you guys' office for a little bit." I was like, "I don't think you guys would enjoy that."
Yeah,
You
summer
guys
camp.
barely make it through lunch before you bug out.
At 5, when others are running out of steam, the Redbird Rush Hour hits the gas. Kevin Wheeler, Matt Pauley, and Bernie Miklasz bring sharp analysis, fresh insight, and no recycled takes. Real baseball talk for fans who know the game. Redbird Rush Hour, weekdays at 5 on 104.1 FM KMOX, the voice of St. Louis, the unrivaled voice of baseball.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Representative Jason Smith stopped a massive tax hike by voting to make the 20% small business tax deduction permanent. This means Missouri's small businesses can grow, hire, and invest in our communities. Visit smallbusinessdeduction.com and thank Representative Smith for protecting America's small businesses. Paid for by the National Federation of Independent Business.
Time for Dave Murray's weather forecast, sponsored by Sandberg Phoenix Law Firm.
Our weather is quiet the next several days. We should warm up to about 85 this afternoon. Lots of sunshine, 67 tonight. What a great evening. Saturday, the warmest of the weekend, but it's not really hot. Plenty of sunshine, 89 for the high. A dry cold front comes through early Saturday evening. Saturday night, partly cloudy and 63. Sunday, sunny and perfect. A top 10 day on Sunday, 79 to 80 degrees for the high. High temperatures in the 70s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with lows in the 50s. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM KMOX.
At Sandberg Phoenix, we're more than just a law firm. Our attorneys are committed to you, your business, and your community. We are ready to serve you in the areas of business litigation, intellectual property, health law, and products liability. SandbergPhoenix.com. The choice of lawyers is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising.
I have actually been to Schnucks twice today already, and no, it wasn't because I forgot something or anything like that. Got up super early, went in right when they opened to get my groceries, like kind of for the next week. That went well. And then I came into work, and when it was lunchtime, Andrew and I decided to walk down to the Schnucks that's here in downtown St. Louis to get something for lunch. I say this to remind you, you don't have to just get groceries at Schnucks. It's a great option when it comes to picking up like a quick snack or something for lunch at work. The deli has so many different just like grab and go options that are affordable and delicious and reliable, and you just don't have to worry about lunch that day. Same thing with dinner, tons of options for that too. Or just pick up like a rotisserie chicken and a bag of salad from the produce section. Schnucks is the best. They also offer the Schnucks Rewards app, which allows you to earn 2% cash back on every single purchase you make, plus tons of other digital offers and coupons that you can take advantage of. Go download it today. It's the Schnucks Rewards app.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Hospital Sisters Health System isn't just in your community. We're part of it. Expert care and genuine support backed by a network that puts your health first. HSHS. Connected to our community. Committed to your health. Visit hshs.org/caring.
Cards manager Ollie Marmol joins the Gas House Gang every Tuesday at noon. Sponsored by Siteman Cancer Center on the voice of the Cardinals. 104.1 FM KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. Going to be a great, beautiful weekend. You know, every now and then we'll talk about things that made you think that your friends' families were rich. Mm-hmm. And one of my friends in high school, because in grade school, no one was rich. And then in high school, I met people from like Rosewood Heights who were like, Southern Illinois rich. And one of them not only had an island in their kitchen, they had carpeting in their kitchen.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh my God, you're a sultan or something. I mean, I'm so jealous.
My first apartment had carpet in the kitchen, but it was
Not in a good
definitely
way?
not a sign of wealth.
Not in a
Not
good
at
way.
all.
Yeah, that's not a place I would want much carpet.
It's not good.
There's a very specific like indoor outdoor that they
Oh,
used
I
to
got you.
have.
I got you.
Like in the 70s.
Yeah,
was
it's like
kind
that.
of a
It's like
thing.
that patio carpet type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense because it's like that's where you spill stuff and.
And if you have a sunken living room,
oh, dude,
I'm just gonna start cutting your grass because you are my superior.
Best thing in the world. My parents' neighbor, who was the person who used to live there, was my grandma's best friend. So I went there from time to time, and they had a sunken living room. Oh,
yeah,
it's so cool.
Yeah,
and they just don't make them anymore. And I don't understand why.
I don't
They-
either.
They look so
too
good.
easy to fall. You eat it when you're not paying attention.
That is probably true. That would probably happen.
Walking in with food and you forget. And you're like, no.
So I guess I don't understand chatbots. I just saw a story today that they're calling it AI psychosis, that so many people, especially young people, but not all, are becoming obsessed with chatbots. And I guess I don't know what they are. Like, I know that there are like Russian bots that post on Facebook and things like this.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just, is it ChatGPT? Is that a chatbot?
Something like that. It's an LLM. It's a language learning model that will have conversations with you.
Okay.
Remember Reppy?
Yeah.
It's exactly
How
that.
could I forget Reppy?
It's exactly that. It's just an AI, like Evan said, like a language model that you can have a conversation with. And you
Have
can
any
say,
of you done it enough to go, oh, I get it. I get why people are attracted to this.
No, I just don't have. I mean, I've used ChatGPT, but I've never like, hey, so how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Like, what did you think about that movie? Like, I just have no desire to do that. I could see like if you don't have a friend to text or something, or your friends are busy, what have you. I could see how it would be attractive to some people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's for me though. I will say Meta is pushing these on Instagram the other day. They were suggesting a couple of these chat bots, and one of them was named Nasty Nancy.
Hey.
And she looked like Nancy Mace. So I was like, did they do a Nancy Mace chatbot and call her Nasty Nancy? So I tapped on it, and it was like immediately clear, no, this is a totally different thing. I get out of there. The next day, I have like a DM from the chatbot trying to strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
And I just immediately
Whoa.
deleted it. I'm like, I don't need to fall into this.
Yeah, I think if you guys agree or not, it feels to me like it's the natural, not natural, maybe unnatural, the extension of people who lived on message boards for a long period of time. Like that would be your interaction with people. Or then it became Twitter and Facebook and things. And this is different in the sense that you will always get a response immediately right then and there. You never have to wait. You never have to like send a message and wait for the person or people or the group of people that you're messaging to.
You're making it sound pretty good.
I mean, I'm sure it has like a drug-like feel where you're getting the reward immediately every time.
I think I would have, if I would have been 14 when this came out, I would have definitely liked talking to the chatbot then.
and I can see that now. It is a difference because if you're talking to people on a message board or on Twitter or whatever, or Reddit, what have you, you're not seeing them, but you do, or at least in the past you could. Nowadays it's a little trickier with all the bots and whatnot.
Right.
Talking about, but
Right.
you could be reasonably certain that what you were talking to was another human being.
Speaking of tech and robotics, I reported on the pregnant clankers,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
pregnancy robot.
Mhm.
It's a real thing. It's coming out next year, and it will cost $14,000. That's a little cheap
Is it per?
unit. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, what I'm saying is it per birth?
It's per birth.
Right.
I
so,
thought the machine cost $14,000.
well, is it a one-time only use? Like that's kind of what I'm curious. I mean,
Yeah.
not that I.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, and
Better
then
clean
there's
that thing
also, didn't we find out the other day, it's not like the robot is where the conception happened. Like, you're going to have to pay for the...
Instead of like, I don't understand, how you do in vitro and things like that. But my understanding is basically you fertilize an egg, then you put it into you or a surrogate or whatever it happens to be. This, I think, is kind of the same thing, that you fertilize the egg and then you put it into this pregnancy robot and it carries it to full term.
So I would assume it actually costs, the whole thing is
So
going
it's
to
an
cost you
artificial womb
much
is what
more
it
than
is.
$14,000.
I would hope so.
Well, IVF by itself is in the tens of thousands of
Yeah.
dollars. So I think probably just the use of the robot alone is going to be the $14,000.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that you're buying that. You may be renting the
Even that seems
time.
pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, you're raising a baby.
Yeah.
Rach, we Americans beat up European pickpocketers.
Yeah, have you seen any of these videos
I think
online?
I did. I've only saw one. It was
There's-
a lady.
Yeah, there's one that's gotten like a ton of traction. An American woman was in Europe, I guess, and someone picks her pocket. She grabs the pickpocketer by the ponytail
Good
and
for her.
doesn't let go. And is
Mhm.
like, no, you're going to give me my money back. And she's like yelling in this lady's face. There's just been a lot of content made about this that is pretty funny. As far as people being like, man, when I see those videos, I could not feel more patriotic. And like some of the comments are just like, yeah, you're messing with the wrong people here. Like Americans are not just going to be like, oh no, you stole my passport and my money.
Yeah.
I'm so helpless.
When I went to Europe back in '90, we had a lot of warnings in Europe that mostly women would come up to you and they had this long board stick and they would stick you in the stomach with it, and then another person would grab your stuff.
Right.
And they also had a thing where they would throw either a live baby or a baby doll at you, and when you go to grab it, they'd grab your stuff.
This
So-
sounds so made up.
Yeah.
I have actually heard the baby one before, but I love the idea of like just a woman walking up to you with a cane and like punching you in the
Yeah.
stomach
No.
while somebody else robs you. Like, why go
Yeah.
through the trouble of the cane?
I grew
Why
up.
not just
We were
punch
in
her?
Europe for a few months, and I grew up more there than I'd grown up in the 26 years before that. Like it was just, you're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You and your buddies.
Yeah, they definitely. So when we went to Paris in high school, we got warned about, like, keep everything in front pockets. Don't put anything in your back pocket. Don't let anybody bump into you, because if they bump into you, they're probably trying to take something. And then they were really strict about that when we were in Italy, like especially in Rome. They were like, stay away from.
Yeah, I think
you
I
know,
remember
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
So you've been crying over cat TikTok?
Yeah, my algorithm lately is full of these videos that people make of their shelter cats. And it'll be like a picture of the cat, and the cat's like, oh, thank you for visiting me at the shelter. Thank you so much. Have a nice life. And then they're like, I'm honestly going to cry right now. And then they're like, you too. And the kitty's like, me too. And then it shows like videos of the kitty being raised in their new home.
Hold on.
I see a bunch of these too.
Like, who's talking?
So, all right. So imagine it's like the cat talking to the person saying, like, thanks for visiting me at the shelter.
So it's
I
like
had a lot of fun."
captions?
Yeah, it's captions.
Okay.
And then, no, the cats are really talking. And then the person says, like, thanks, you too. And then the cat's like, what do you mean me too? And then, because the cat doesn't realize that he's being adopted and taken home yet.
And then it's like all the sweet
gets-
pictures of the kitty in their new home.
and
And
it's
it's,
the pictures.
very sweet.
Yeah, it's like the pictures of the cat, cuddling up and having fun in their new house that they never thought they'd get. Because a lot of times it's a cat that's like maybe old or has some kind of disability.
I don't know
or-
if I said this on or off the air, but I cry every Saturday night. Jose Diaz Ballard, that son of a bitch, he has Now for the Good News on the 5:30
Okay.
p.m. NBC News. And I just sit there and I'm like, okay, MFer, you're not going to make me cry this time. And it's always some, disabled pony, who got his law degree or something. And I bawl. I just sit there and cry. It's probably good for me.
Yeah.
Get it out. I cry at the weirdest things, and I don't cry at the weirdest things.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was in real danger of crying just now describing these TikToks.
The cat.
Yeah. But then if like something actually sad happens, sometimes I'm like, why aren't I crying? What's wrong with me?
Same.
Anywho.
Anywho.
Just a little dark confession.
Haven't you ever seen a pet thing that made you cry?
No.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They're definitely ones you're like, oh, that's
Does
so
anything
nice.
make you get misty?
Yeah, and I smash my shins on something.
Jeez.
What about like people or animal things?
I mean,
like if you saw like a sad story about a pet
stories.
or whatever.
No, things that are directly related to me. Sure.
What about not related to you? Is there any story that you see where you get all misty?
Just a sweet video of a random cat who maybe had a bad hardship
Like
but then
horse
overcame
hospice.
it.
Yeah, no, I mean, not. It doesn't. I don't know. They're like, you get the whole like, in your stomach thing, but I don't get. It doesn't manifest in crying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a like, ooh, sick to my stomach. Don't like that.
And so then you just move on.
And I do watch something that makes me laugh.
I also sometimes I will go like a really long time without crying, and then when I do cry, it's not like tears are running down my face. It's more like just like tear.
I get you. Yeah,
type
it
of
wells
thing.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
David
just
asks. David Stamper's asking on the thing if I cried when I watched The Notebook. What's The Notebook?
Ryan Gosling.
If there's one
Rachel
person who
McAdams.
didn't watch The Notebook,
There's
it's Kevin Wheeler.
0% chance I would watch anything called The Notebook unless it was a notebook about monsters or sports.
Have you ever? But you've never like made the concession like for your wife, like she really wants to watch a rom-com with you or whatever.
Not in a long time. Not in a long time. And we did that when we were younger. But no, look, like we have a smart balance. Like we understand the things we watch together are the things we both like, and the things we don't both like we watch separately.
She understands how you are.
From the beginning.
Okay.
Imagine 19-year-old version of this. This is the molded version.
There's this TikTok that's all about aliens choosing to live on Earth in a simulation, and there are different human heads you can pick from. I'm picking you so fast. And I see live as Kevin Wheeler. I'm like, hell yeah.
The legendary sound of the Doobie Brothers is rolling into town. Don't miss the show. Coming to Hollywood Casino Amphitheater September 4th with special guest, the Coral Reefer Band. It's a night of timeless hits, epic harmonies, and classic rock energy like only the Doobies can deliver. Tickets are still available and can be found at Ticketmaster.com. For more info, head to KMOX.com/events.
Retiring soon? Get the information you need by joining Kyle Jones and Matt Allgeier of Fira Capital Management for your retirement highway, Sunday mornings at 9:30. Investment advisory services made available through Pine Ridge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities made available through AE Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/fax or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/life. That's ethos.com/life.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Everyone needs to have at least one person in their corner in life. When you don't, it's an extremely lonely and frightening place to be. But knowing you have that one person gives you peace and hope. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Since 1988, myself and my firm have been in so many corners for so many clients for so many years. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason, and it's not even close. We fought like hell for you. We fight the bullies, automobile insurance companies, the makers of unsafe products, medical providers who injured or killed their own patients. It has been such an honor and made my life complete. If you ever need us, it's easy. On your mobile device or computer, visit forthepeople.com, and then we get to work 24/7. Whether you're hurt in a car crash, injured on the job, or have questions about your Social Security, we're here for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
Welcome back, DGS 149. So, who was it? Dave Hines asked if you cried in the monologue, James Earl Jones on Field of Dreams.
Yeah, no. The answer is no. I don't like that movie.
He hates that movie.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't say hate, but it's low-key hate. Kind of like just below the real true hate. It's just too cheesy. Just slap a big piece of cheddar on that whole movie.
Did you guys? I'm pretty sure Ricky Horton is in Field of Dreams.
Really?
Yeah, because
I think he was a double. I think he was one of the guys.
Yeah, let's see here. Yes, Horton briefly appeared in the Field of Dreams, shown pitching for the White Sox in a scene where Ray's young daughter is watching baseball on television.
How about that?
There you go.
Pretty neat.
I have to go home and watch that tonight.
It's fun.
It's my best friend, Rick.
Yeah.
It's my birthday twin. Come on.
I hate to do this whole thing over again, but you get that it's whimsical. It's like a fable.
No, I get it. It's too cheesy. It's just way too cheesy.
Would you say that to Ricky's face?
Well, it's
knowing
not about
He's
Ricky.
the screenwriter of the film.
Knowing that he is the star of that movie.
When he was playing catch with his dad at the end.
Dave's voice is shaking just saying.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Every time.
It's cool. I mean, I loved the times I played catch with my dad. I did it my entire life. It's awesome. But that's not. I don't know. It's a cool scene, but it's also I didn't experience what he experienced.
Yeah.
Right? I never had that whole relationship that he had where he was like, oh, I never got a chance to do all this. And I did. So.
I literally never played catch with my dad.
Really?
Not once.
Just not his thing?
My dad couldn't throw a baseball.
Oh, okay.
No, my dad grew up, had a really hard childhood, was in the South Pacific when he was 17 years old.
Yeah.
And then he went to work.
Yeah.
And so he just never played sports.
I get that.
So he just,
Yeah.
Every now and then he'd come out to the field and do something goofy. That was always his cover.
Sure.
And at the time I was embarrassed because my dad couldn't play baseball. And now I look back, like I said, with the whole, who would you have a drink with? Who would you play catch with? I would do that with my dad just to view him through my 60-year-old eyes.
Yeah.
You view your parents through your 5-year-old eyes and your 25-year-old eyes. And I would just like to right-size my relationship with my dad as a grown-up.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But in this case, that's just using that scene as the jumping off, I didn't experience that the way that the character did. Right? I didn't have something missing there. That was a thing I got to enjoy. I'm very lucky. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's.
I do. I don't relate because I have imagination. And so
I do too. Just not for that.
So your dad liked baseball, though.
He did.
Did you go to the Cardinals game when you were a kid much?
I only remember going one time.
With your dad?
Yeah, I think I went one time because I remembered this. We walked down to the field, as close as you could get, and I remember the guys playing catch. I was probably 6, and I asked my dad. I said, "How did it go down?" I said, "How much money do these guys make?" And he said a number, which probably back then was like $20,000. And I asked him, "How much more money do you make than these guys?" Because I knew a working man had to make more money than a bunch of guys in little boy outfits. And I just didn't get it. But that's sort of the Southern Illinois, South Roxana mindset of, I loved baseball. I appreciated it, but these guys aren't doing a real job. They're not climbing scaffolds like you do. And my dad really laughed at that.
Yeah.
Thought that was really funny.
Yeah. And they're not.
And I had just seen a movie, I think it was The Fly, where someone gets smashed by an elevator and blood runs out from under it. And I was terrified we would have to be on an elevator.
Oh.
So that just stands out.
I get it. Yeah. Better to be on one than under one.
Mm-hmm.
That happened in The Fly? I don't remember.
It was a movie like that.
It was Fly-esque.
Okay. Or was it the original Fly, not the remake one?
It's definitely not the remake one. I was 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you, those black and white horror films from my childhood were not messing around. They were pretty brutal, pretty scary. 13 Ghosts? Forget about it.
I know that one. Got to look that one up.
Man, I remember watching The Blob when I was way too young.
Oh, yeah.
That movie scared me. I don't even want to watch it now.
Yeah.
I didn't like it then. I'm like, why don't you just run away? It's
Yeah,
really slow. Maybe it wasn't. That's just how I remembered it.
Amy says, going to the Cardinals games with my dad are some of the best memories I have of my dad. Yeah.
That's nice.
That's why
really
like
sweet.
we all try to do stuff that our parents didn't do with our kids. And I love my dad, and he was a good dad, but it's different. It's almost like the difference between pizza and salad. You know, like the way I've been with my kids is completely different. Like I grew up in the children are seen and not heard. You never talk back. You don't give a look. You don't give a tone. And certainly there was no like back and forth.
Right.
You know.
See, mine was in between that and the newer version. It wasn't that, but it also wasn't like, so for example, the way that I raised my kid.
Yeah.
It was like mine was not like she was good, so it wasn't like difficult. It wasn't like I held back. It just like, okay, that was fine because she was a pretty calm kid and didn't cause any trouble. But like the way I did it was not what my parents did, but mine was not what your parents did. So it's kind of like in between. So I see it. Because, yeah, you were definitely, when Dad was mad, you were not arguing.
No.
You were not. Now, you could, in a calmer time,
you
could do that back and forth.
Yeah.
Or when you got older, you could maybe do some of that. But younger, Dad's mad, you just shut up.
I fought with my mom tooth and nail.
Did you?
Which is why she and I were much closer than me and my dad.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Debbie Monterey, and between now and the end of the summer, chances are that you or someone you know is in the market to buy or sell a home. And like me, you probably know a few realtors. Well, yeah, I know several as well, but when someone I know needs to sell their home, I always recommend Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. I've been telling you about Gloria for years now, and here's why you should call, because no matter what the market does, Gloria Liu will guarantee upfront and in writing to sell your home at 100% of market value, or Gloria will pay you the difference.
St. Louis home sellers, if you're looking for certainty and the most money guaranteed for the sale of your home, call me, Gloria Liu. My name is My Promise, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Call me directly at 314-325-6888 or visit me online at gloriahasthebuyers.com. That's gloriahasthebuyers.com.
Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession date.
Tell you guys about my buddy, Dr. Corey Solman. Just had someone here at work, one of my coworkers, who was having a knee problem. And I told her, you got to go to Solman. He's the best. I called, greased the wheels, got her in. She's doing a, what's it called, arthroscopic thing to check it all out and clean it all out and stuff. She just raved and raved about him, how nice he was. So I guess I'm just using that as an illustration to show that I'm not lying all the time when I talk about how great Corey is, his bedside manner, whether it's you, an adult, it's your kids who maybe tore something playing soccer or, kick the can or whatever, or an elderly loved one who may need a hip replacement or a knee replacement. No one's going to be better in the operating room, and no one's going to come close to him in the consultation room. He's going to make everyone feel comfortable with what's going on, and if he can avoid surgery, he will. He's out in Chesterfield now. You can call him at 636-231-5881 or SolmanOrthopedics.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/try and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/try. openphone.com/TRY.
Hey guys, Kevin Wheeler here. I want to tell you about 213 Complex, which is available at Supplement Superstores. It is the most effective and powerful all-natural weight loss supplement ever developed. Here's what it does for me and what it will do for you. Optimizes thyroid function, which gets your metabolism rocking and rolling, helps you with appetite and craving control. All-day focused energy comes with that, plus the reduced cortisol levels helps you get a better night's sleep. So get out to Supplement Superstores, tell them Kevin Wheeler sent you in. They'll knock 30% off the 213 Complex. Find your location at supplementsuperstores.com.
An important message from S&L Coins. S&L Coins pays top dollar for your gold and silver coins, old currency, gold-filled jewelry, scrap gold and silver, silver plating, gold and silver bullion. Get a quote with a call to S&L at 544-3600. S&L Coins, 544-3600. Or visit S&L Coins at 9300 Gravois, just east of McKenzie. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 Saturday. Before you sell, call S&L 544-3600.
The trusted voice of St. Louis. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, we've got some sun. It's 83 degrees downtown at the Arch. At this hour, St. Charles City Council members are beginning a special session on the agenda. A bill to ban the approval of applications to build any new data centers in the city for a year. It comes after a controversial proposal for a data center near the river was tabled.
They're going to propose this. We'll see if it goes through. I imagine it would, because it looks like it's sponsored by the majority of the city council. And they're like, hey, man, we're just going to take a pause. Let everybody get a breath.
St. Charles County Councilman Mike Elam notes it's a city, not a county matter, but he's still been following it. KMOX has a reporter in St. Charles and will bring you updates throughout the afternoon. President Trump says he's still hopeful the leaders of Russia and Ukraine will soon be negotiating on ending the war against Ukraine.
President Trump says it's unclear.
We're going to see if Putin and Zelensky will be working together. That's like oil and vinegar.
The president commented after Russia's foreign minister said there are no plans for President Putin and President Zelensky to meet face-to-face anytime soon. Trump expressed some frustration.
But in the meantime, they continue to fight and they continue to kill people, which is very stupid.
The president also says he remains open to trilateral discussions with Putin, Zelensky, and himself. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
Fighting crime, that'll be the #1 priority for incoming Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway, who takes over the office on September 8th, but also
protecting consumers from anybody who defraud them. For example, we should have a tornado recovery task force to make sure that, like, roofers and insurance companies that are ripping people off as they try to recover, that they're getting legal action taken against them, if not prosecuted.
Hanaway left politics to join law firm Hush Blackwell as a partner. She replaces Andrew Bailey, who is leaving that post to become deputy co-director of the FBI. Trade relations between the U.S. and Canada have gotten a boost. Here's business reporter Jason Brooks.
Canada has dropped many of its retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods, with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney saying he believes his country has the best trade deal out of all America's trade partners. It's not a blanket removal, however, with Canada maintaining 25% counter tariffs on U.S.-made autos, steel, and aluminum. The announcement came following a phone conversation between Carney and President Trump, with Carney's office saying the talk was productive and wide-ranging.
In July, President Trump raised tariffs on Canada from 25 to 35%. At a news conference at the Kansas City Fed, Federal Reserve Board Chairman Jerome Powell says the Fed is leaving the door open ever so slightly to lowering a key interest rate in the coming months.
With policy in restrictive territory, the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance.
This just in, police say multiple people have died in a tour bus crash in New York State. The KMOX Business Desk, Bluebell Ice Cream issues a voluntary recall.
Check your freezer. Bluebell Ice Cream says its flavor, Millennium Crunch, which has almonds, walnuts, and pecans in it, was mistakenly packaged in chocolate chip cookie dough cartons instead. The products were produced at the company's Brenham, Texas plant and distributed to stores in well over a dozen states. While no illnesses have been reported to date, people who have an allergy or severe sensitivity to nuts run the risk of a serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if consumed. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Dow from Stiefels up 859 points. Roadwork on 4064 going east at 22nd Street. That's in the left lane, also the left shoulder.
The
Delightful weather as we go through our Friday afternoon with even better, almost fall-like weather on the way starting on Sunday. Some top 10 weather on the way. Sunny skies and warm this afternoon. 85 should do it for the high. Tonight, clear skies. What a great evening. 67 for the low. The weekend, Saturday, plenty of sunshine. Warmest day of the weekend is Saturday, 89 degrees. A dry cold front comes through Saturday evening. We go down to 63, and Sunday, sunny and perfect. 79, 80 degrees for the high Sunday afternoon. Our high temperatures in the 70s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Right now, downtown at the Gateway Arch, we've got sunshine. It's 83 degrees. Sponsored by FanDuel Sports Network. Cardinals fans, FanDuel Sports Network is your TV and streaming home of the Cardinals. Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network and stream the Cardinals or watch through your TV provider. Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com for details. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
I used to listen to this song in third grade and think about Nancy Noel.
Aw.
Really? I'm thinking more like, what a little serial killer.
No, who was Nancy
Sweet.
Noel? Was she in your class?
Oh, she was the whole class. She was everything.
Wow.
I would put all of my yearbooks out on my bed, turn to her page, and just look at her evolution and progression. Little
Okay,
freak.
there's a
No,
line
I'm a
there
little
that
freak.
may have been crossed.
Yeah.
You're not a little freak. It is very brave of you to say this on the air, though, because
She
I think,
knows.
well, I think a lot of people had like a major crush like this.
Yeah.
It's just I'm still embarrassed to talk about it in my 30s.
I mean, you've met me. I pretty much say it all.
Put it on out there.
Put it out there.
The progression is what gets me. We
Yeah.
looked at her in the different. That's interesting. That's a new twist.
Oh, yeah. Wheels, you'll like this story. So one day after school, okay, first of all, someone stole my bike, and I had to get a new bike. So I picked the very first bike I saw, and it was a Pee Wee Herman bike. And it had big, wide handlebars.
Yeah, with the
and
tassels.
fat tires and fenders. Okay, so you got the idea.
Yeah.
So one day I'm at the grade school, after school, riding around, and Nancy Noel's out there, and she's singing this song. I still remember it. And our goalposts were double goalposts.
Yeah.
And I decided if I can split this and ride my bike between these, she'll be mine. And so my stupid bike caught, and I went ass over tea kettle, tumble, and landed basically at her feet. It didn't work.
Did you go, ta-da?
And I was so injured. I was just trying not to throw up in front
And
of
you
her.
didn't want to cry in front of her either. You're just like,
And I was wearing tough skins.
oh, yeah.
And they just they melded to my knees.
Yeah, that's what they did.
They just
Yeah.
became knees.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. What did she say? Did she say anything?
I don't remember her saying anything. I think she just got a crazy look in her face and walked away.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, her loss.
That's right.
Yes.
Look at what she could have had.
I mean, 25 years of being DGS.
Yeah.
Did she go to your high school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we were friends. And when one of the most surreal shows I've ever done in my life, I don't even remember when it was, probably 2010, I did a show live from my grade school kickball court.
Oh, wow.
And the whole cast of Mystery Science Theater, my favorite show ever, came over to South Roxana and did the show with me.
Oh, my gosh.
So the whole cast. And I became good friends with Joel and everyone in the cast. And then a bunch of my teachers showed up, and the one I had a big crush on pinched my butt. Not in third grade, at the thing, and then Nancy showed up. So that was really cool.
Well, that's confusing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, which way are you going to go then?
Yes.
You have your grade school crush and your grade school teacher crush.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd they both look? Pretty good?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, they look good. Miss Von Hoven was a teacher. She always got such a big kick. I found out later from like her relatives, but me talking about her on the air.
Oh, really?
But
That's great.
I was a lover. I just loved her, and she wore white go-go boots.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, it's a go-go boot day. This is just great. And then my mom was always a
How
room
old were
mother.
you?
3rd grade. My
So,
mom was
like,
always
10?
a room mother. Yeah, that's
9.
plenty old to have crushes. And I would basically sit there in fear that my mom would embarrass me in front of
Wow.
Miss Von Hoven.
And that would ruin.
Yeah,
your
that'd ruin any
chances.
chance I had
Yeah.
with a 35-year-old woman.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
gosh, that's
were you guys big crush havers? I'm guessing Wheels, you were
remember.
not.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. That's not to say you didn't like people. It's like, but it was never that focused on one person.
Ever?
I wouldn't say never, but it was not like.
Who was your biggest crush besides Susan?
Don't you dare. Don't you
I don't
dare.
remember.
This
I
is a
support him
shared
not
human
saying.
I mean,
experience.
all right, so here's part of the problem.
Oh, you think he's not saying?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, he's obviously not
Here's-
saying.
here's- my first girlfriend was Julie. That's it. But that was it. That was not a quote unquote long crush. Here's the problem. I went to a very small school, and you had 11 boys and 9 girls in the class, and you've known them since you were all 9. And it was not like you didn't get around very much. It's not like you're seeing girls at other places or anything like that. So it wasn't like that.
There could
I
have been
relate to this.
one girl in the class, and I would have had a crush.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
like, you
Oh,
get what
yeah.
I'm saying, right, Rach? Like,
Yeah,
you're like
absolutely.
in the same place all the time with these same people. It's not the same vibe as that. It's not like, oh my gosh,
Well,
I can't talk to
and
this person.
even
I've known this person for 7 years. We just played kickball.
And even if you might even have a crush at one point, the proximity,
Oh,
like
and
it
it'll
could,
change,
yeah, it could
yes.
go away in a split second.
That's
it's
what
like,
I'm
all right,
saying,
I've
yeah.
seen enough. I've spent enough time with you, and it's actually over.
Oh,
now.
that's interesting. Is it familial? That,
little
that you
bit.
feel?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Not entirely, but your choices are limited. You may like, I don't really like that one. She's annoying. Don't like that one.
Don't say that one.
Well, I don't want to name any names. I could.
Well, and that's the other problem when you go to a small school. When you start naming names, like everybody knows. Everyone
Yes.
knows exactly who you're
Yes.
talking about.
So
like,
it
like
doesn't-
Nancy Noel and Terry Walker and Paul
Well, yeah, when you
Malkin.
first and last name them.
So it would be more of the thing. And I don't know. It was probably more like 7th grade when it started being like, oh, boyfriend, girlfriend thing. It would just bounce around. Like, you're like, I know that sounds terrible, but like, you're like, all right,
Yes,
so
it
now
does.
this is my girlfriend now. And then, like, in a month, it's not anymore. And then a month later, it's. But you're
Kevin
like, it's the
said,
same
Kevin said,
group of
thank
people.
you, next.
It's no, but it wasn't just me. It was all of us.
Get this. So I had a big crush on a girl named Joni Stanley. Hey, Joni, in like 7th and 8th grade. And at our 20th reunion, so this would have been 82, 92, 2002. So I've been doing the show for a couple of years. And we go to my 20th reunion. Maureen and I go. And Joni Stanley was, I think, class president. And so she gets up in front of everybody and she goes, I'm sure everyone knows we have a celebrity here. Dave Glover is a stand-up comedian.
Oh my gosh.
Which I'm not.
Uh-uh.
And she goes, would you come up and do some stand-up for us?
Dave.
And Maureen looks at me with this look like, oh, you poor thing. And by the time she looked at me, I was up there with a microphone in my hand. I swear to God. And I'm like, what's up with Julie Jacoby's butt? Am I right? And everyone's falling apart laughing. And I come back and Maureen's like, I don't even know you. Like, what just happened?
Oh, that is hysterical.
She could have said Dave's a professional juggler. Like I would have
You'd have been up there throwing knives up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
38 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. I also my brain's not crushy. I
You
don't
don't
think.
say.
No kidding.
No.
Yeah.
Sue?
Crushes like that. I've never done the progression thing. I was in love with Rick Springfield for a very long time.
Have you seen him lately?
Yes.
He looks good.
He looks better. Yes. He's like, what's he, 75?
74.
He looks like he's 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's had some work done.
A little bit.
I had a crush on him too.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
understandable.
Rick Springfield. So my first girlfriend who broke my heart ended up going to flight attendant school.
Well, like you do.
And I ran into her at a Bethalto Civic Memorial football game. Hadn't seen her for like a year. and I was super into Rick Springfield. And I don't remember how this came up, but she told me that she had a Rick Springfield poster on her wall.
Well, yeah.
And I was so conflicted.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because I loved Rick, and now I hate him, and
well, it's hard.
Not good at personal relationships.
I get it. And I used to walk down to, was it Peaches? And,
Yeah,
and
Peaches.
Get, or what? It might have even been just Target at the time. Somewhere, I guess it was probably Peaches, where you could go and they have files and you'd look up by the name and you could buy pictures, like taken from concerts. So there'd be professionals. So I would go down there and buy a professional shot of Rick Springfield and take that home. So that's really what I remember from that era.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Andrew? Are you a lover or a fighter?
Not really a big Rick Springfield guy. I think it was a little before my time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I see you having big crushes in grade school.
Oh yeah, for sure. Big crushes all the time. Like it's super. I think I kind of sympathize with what Kevin and Rachel are talking about because for the first until I guess 6th grade, I was in Catholic school with 10 other people in the class.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
it's very much the same thing, and it's the same 10 people as you know what I mean.
Yes.
Like you start in 1st grade with these 10 other people, and in 5th grade it's still that same 10 other people. So
maybe you guys will get this. I have always been a crush haver, always been girl crazy, but I've always been enamored with people, like even boys. Like when Eric Hemskirk, a Dutch not foreign exchange student, his dad worked at Shell, but he was from the Netherlands, and I couldn't cozy up to him fast enough to become his best friend.
That's interesting. You just found him interesting?
I thought that other people would find me interesting if I was his best friend.
Oh, okay.
I was always thinking.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Wow. If I cozy up to, what's his name?
Eric Hemskirk.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. You always had that thought going. This is how I'll get her. This is how they'll like me.
I was the biggest gap you can have between your popularity and the popularity you want. That was me. I was not popular, but it meant the world to me. There are some people who are not popular and I couldn't care less.
It's again by our little experience. There was no popular crowd. There was just the crowd. There were 20 people.
No hierarchy.
Wait a minute. Seriously, no hierarchy
Well, I
within
mean,
the 20? How can that
to
be?
a degree, but
there
it
was
wasn't.
there was a
There was a hierarchy.
Yes.
No,
He
to a
didn't clock it.
degree, but it wasn't like cool kids and not cool kids. Like anybody got ignored. Nobody was allowed to be ignored in the group setting because it's a small setting. Everybody's included in everything.
How much of life do you think has gone over your head?
I don't know about over my head, but certainly around me. Yeah.
It hasn't hurt you.
No, because I don't sweat it. I
he
don't
don't,
spend
he don't
a
know
whole.
he don't know what he's missing.
I don't spend a whole lot of time worrying about things in advance. I don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about the past.
So, okay, there's no way this isn't offensive to you, so just get ready.
I'm not going to be offended.
In Star Trek: The Next Generation, Data,
Yeah.
always wanted to be human.
Yeah.
And then at some point, he got like an emotion chip put in him,
Okay.
and he hated it.
Oh.
Because he was just
Feeling things.
all emotion and feeling everything. If you could get an emotion chip put in you, would you do it?
No, I got it. I just regulate it.
That's the kind of thing that Data said.
I'm in control of it. That's the thing. I don't have. I'm not. This is a weird description, but I think it's true. I am not controlled by the emotions. I control them, except for one.
Anger.
Yep.
That is so accurate.
That's the one that wins every time.
I think that's the same thing Kohlberger just said in his sentence.
Man, the press is loving Kohlberger. Every day I get on like Fox and CNN, and it's like, well, guess what else is happening in his prison? It's like, usually we move
kinda
on
thought
after
you
the
just forget about
sentencing.
him.
Yeah, I hope he's having a miserable life and he's being tortured by his fellow inmates.
Don't you think it's because we don't know why?
Yeah, that's a great point, too. I think that's why the American public is probably having a hard time letting it go.
Yeah. Well, it's why I think it's why all the real crime things are so popular, just in general, but why specifically serial killers have always been a fascination for people. Going back to Jack the Ripper. Like, it's just always like, why would you do that? And we trying to understand why. Yeah. And then also, understanding why, so maybe you can not have it keep happening.
Exactly.
This time of the year can be kind of crazy. You do Christmas and then you flip it around and bang, we got a big New Year's party. Everyone's coming back over. And that can be stressful when it comes to you being the one who hosts everything for the friends group or for the family. It's a little bit less stressful with Ruler Foods. It's one of the biggest places we can save money when we're doing holiday parties like New Year's Eve and things like that is at the grocery store. And it's crazy to think in 2024, headed to 2025, there is a plan for you to save money at the grocery store because I feel like that's where we've all been hit the hardest. Right now at Ruler Foods, avocados and mangoes, 77 cents each. White seedless grapes, $1.47. But then lean ground beef on sale. Shredded cheese and block cheeses for a little charcuterie board on sale. Chicken wings on sale. Bacon on sale, frozen turkeys, all on sale. So for you and your family to get everything you need for New Year's Eve and to make the holidays even more special in 2024, headed into 2025, go to Ruler Foods. This year, start saving money at the grocery store when you shop at Ruler Foods. Go to rulerfoods.com.
Hey friends, I'm Sharon McMahon, host of Here's Where It Gets Interesting. Each week, I speak with authors, experts, and thought leaders on everything from American history and democracy to how to be a better person on the internet. And don't miss my extremely popular docuseries, which educate you on things you never learned in history class. Follow and listen to Here's Where It Gets Interesting on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Hospital Sisters Health System isn't just in your community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your support system. From your first visit, you'll experience expert care backed by the strength of our entire health network. At HSHS, we put your health first, with medical expertise and kindness that makes you feel valued at every step. HSHS, connected to our community, committed to your health. Visit hshs.org/caring to learn more.
1120 AM, 1041 FM, and streaming on the Odyssey app. KMOX is with you, however you listen, wherever you listen.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Dave Hines has great show today. Thank you, Dave. Dave's a radio guy, so that always means extra when he says that. And then Mitch, we've lost it. He's too far behind on the stream now. But Mitch, one of our consistent streamers, just moved into Mizzou, and he's listening to us for homesickness. So,
that's hope to help.
Good luck, Mitch.
Thanks, Mitch.
Should we do Craigslist?
Sure,
Do we
if
have
you would
time?
like. I've got it pulled up
Okay.
right here.
This is Craigslist Price is Right.
So he immediately reaches for a pen.
Little,
I like to write down what other people say so I know where to be it, Kevin.
little game I made up, which is Rach is really good at it. And she
Yes.
goes to Craigslist and she finds a bunch of items that are interesting. And then we all bid on what we think it's going to cost and we keep score. Here you go.
We're going to start with,
thanks.
with two beautiful porcelain dolls. And I say beautiful because it is spelled BEAUTIFIL.
Okay, good. So they're stupid.
They are in cherry wood and glass cases with magnetic doors. The cases are 20 inches tall. Dolls are 16 inches tall. And the dolls are dressed velvet, satin, and lace clothing, have real eyelashes, and real hair. These dolls have never been removed from their cases. They have metal stands. They're from the 1999 Camellia Garden Collection. Excellent condition, and they're worth much more than they're being sold for. This is out of High Ridge.
How do you get real eyelashes?
That is a
You
great
just
What's
question.
happening there?
And you just pull them.
I think
and then you collect them, Kevin, and
kidding. I
glue
don't know.
them
I'm
on
just-
dolls?
I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Got to go harvest some eyelashes for my dog.
Oh, that is
Do
disgusting.
you think they fashion them out of like just people's like haircut? You get your haircut, and that's.
I think
Probably.
they probably used to be real babies. I mean, come on.
Two very realistic
Very.
baby dolls.
Beautiful.
They're quite beautiful.
All right, who wants to go first?
How much for the Beautiful dolls?
I'll go first. I'll say, is it for both dolls?
Yeah, it's for two of them.
Okay. They think it's expensive, but
Yeah.
it's High Ridge,
Yeah.
and it used to be a baby.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to go $70.
Okay.
$25.
All right.
100.
100. I'm going 50.
Okay, Andrew gets this one. These dolls are priced at $30.
Nice job, Andrew.
Well,
Next up, we have a Jewel
Beautiful.
Legacy poster in frame. You can get this in South St. Louis County. For sale is a previously displayed Jewel Legacy poster mounted in a poster frame. Very superficial blemishes on its surface, but is conserved in a poster frame with clear plastic overlay.
Wait, Jewel, like Jewel's boobs?
Correct.
Okay.
Jewel the singer.
Oh.
What she's best known for.
Well, I don't
Well,
want
for
that.
the Sweet 16,
On this show, she is.
She won years after year after year for like the best thing. So
Huh. Yeah, I don't
that's
want
back when you
that.
could say things like Jewel's boobs.
I don't want it, but I'll say $10.
Okay.
I want it, and I'll say 20.
No one else has to bid. Dave just got it on the
Oh,
nose.
well,
$20.
Dave knows.
Leave it to me to be creepy.
It's Dave's listing.
Here's one for Andrew and Megan. We've got a hammock pillow that has never been used.
Hey,
New
Any
condition.
price.
that could change your life.
Need it. Need it bad.
31 by 15 inches, and it has a removable cover.
$3.
Okay.
$3. Wait, do you need one, Andrew? You have a hammock with no pillow?
Yeah, it's
He has
pillows.
a
I
hammock
think there's
in
a
his living
little.
room, Sue.
I think it's got a little head pad, if I'm recalling correctly,
I
but it doesn't
see.
have like
It's
a
in
nice
your
pillow.
home. What do you mean recalling?
Well, I mean, I don't look at it that much. I don't like
Wait,
looking
it's
at it.
inside?
Oh yeah, it's inside. It's in the living
Oh,
room.
Okay.
15
Inside
bucks.
hammock.
All right.
10.
Mhm. What about you, Wheels?
30.
Dave just took the lead. This is also going for $20.
That seems like a
Wow.
lot for a used pillow.
It's new.
unused.
It's unused.
Oh, seems like
There's
a
a
lot for an
mistake you
unused
made.
pillow.
Okay, we've got another doll. This one is a tall doll, and it's out of St. Louis. In great shape, pickup only, South County. What is a tall doll, you ask?
Yes,
I am
what?
asking.
Yes.
It appears to be a rag doll with very long legs.
Oh, I had one.
It's
them.
terrifying. I was going to print out a picture,
Yeah.
and then I said, I don't want to print this out.
No, I'm with Sue. I know exactly what this is.
How longish are the legs?
They look like maybe about 1.5 feet long.
Yeah, they like drape and they dangle. And,
Correct.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a little doll thing.
So how much for the tall doll?
30.
I think that's a good guess. I'm going 20 though.
Okay.
41.25.
Okay, Andrew.
I'm going low, $5.
Okay, Dave and Sue are kind of tied on this one. It's $25.
So we're in between.
Ooh.
Give us both a point.
Okay, you both get a point. Dave is in the lead now with 3 points. Sue has 1 point. Andrew has 1 point. We can fit in one
Thank you.
more.
Okay.
How about some Playboy magazines out of St. Charles?
about
They're
it?
in
How
good
about?
condition. It's a
Good
bulk
condition.
lot of 100 Playboy magazines. They're from the 80s to the early 2000s, and some months may even have multiple copies.
Are
How much
these
you
St.
paying?
Charles women?
What?
I don't
That
wanna,
changes everything.
I don't want to breeze past the multiple copies thing. That's pretty. I need 3 different copies
I'm
of.
going crazy on this. Now I'm going to say $150.
Ooh.
I will say how you said it's how many years? I'm sorry.
It's 100 issues.
It's 100 issues. Okay.
Correct.
So I will say
You
$15.
usually- yeah, I was going to say you're always a low bidder.
Yeah, I think that I go low on this one because it's used pornography.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. $1.
I don't want them. Kevin, what do you give it?
It's just like fast.
I think
Dave-
I win.
Dave Glover crushed this one. $200
Wow.
for these 100 issues.
I
of
know my used pornography.
Alrighty then.
Wake up informed. Wake up empowered. Wake up to Total Information AM, your morning must.
Hi, this is Debbie Monterey. I'm Megan Lynch.
This is Tom Ackerman. From local news to breaking headlines to weather, traffic, and the stories that matter most, we've got you covered before your first sip of coffee. Expert analysis, bright perspectives from the people you trust. Total Information AM. Your day starts here. Mornings beginning at 5 on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
Calling all future sportscasters. Sharpen your skills and learn from the best of the Missouri Broadcasters Association Sportscasters Forum Tuesday, September 16th in St. Louis. Join Cardinals beat reporters, broadcasters, and the legendary John Rooney, the voice of the Cardinals, for insider sessions on play-by-play, interviewing, reporting, and more. Then cap the day with a Cards-Reds game at Busch Stadium. Open to college students and broadcasting pros. Just $10 for students, lunch, and a game ticket. Space is limited. Register by September 2nd at MissouriBroadcasters.org.
Let's check in with Dave Murray's weather forecast.
Our weather's quiet the next several days. We should warm up to about 85 this afternoon. Lots of sunshine. 67 tonight. What a great evening. Saturday, the warmest of the weekend, but it's not really hot. Plenty of sunshine. 89 for the high. A dry cold front comes through early Saturday evening. Saturday night, partly cloudy and 63. Sunday, sunny and perfect. A top 10 day on Sunday. 79 to 80 degrees for the high. High temperatures in the 70s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with lows in the 50s. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Weather sponsored by Renner Garage Door, forward and back, RENNER.
Cardinal Cowboy here. For over 65 years, Renner Garage Door has delivered top-notch service, sales, and installation. Get your free estimate today. RennerDoorSTL.com. Renner, forward and back.
RENNER, RENNER. We all have different ideas of the perfect retirement, but they all depend on the same thing, not running out of money. And preparing for retirement can sometimes be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Find out how to build your retirement on your terms. Join host Steve All for the All Financial Hour, Saturday mornings at 10 or Sunday evenings at 6, right here on KMOX. You can also visit YourMoneyMattersSTL.com for more details.
So if you are in the market for a new bathroom, I can do you a solid and refer you to my friend Mike at Michael's Baths. You're probably talking to Bath Fitter, 3-Day Kitchen and Bath, fine companies, fine people, advertisers on the station, but Mike's going to be about 30 to 50% less than they are. But just as good or better. He's a local guy. He's a family-owned business. He's been doing nothing but bathrooms for 30 years, which was a strange decision to make 30 years ago, but now it's really great because that's a niche business that people are in. He's going to be on time. He's going to do a great job. Again, charge you 30, 50% less. If you're a disabled veteran, you can get a new bathroom for no money out of your pocket because of the sacrifice you've made for our country through a VA benefit. He does them every week. 636-775-0800, michaelsbaths.com.
Representative Jason Smith stopped a massive tax hike by voting to make the 20% small business tax deduction permanent. This means Missouri's small businesses can grow, hire, and invest in our communities. Visit smallbusinessdeduction.com and thank Representative Smith for protecting America's small businesses. Paid for by the National Federation of Independent Business.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. So tell them today, I love you. Get screened. It could help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
To have a roof over your head, a nice roof over your head, is very important.
That's Rick talking about his experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago, and they're very cooperative on getting us the right paint. They were in and out and done in no time. Once it was finished, looked great. We were very happy with it.
The main reason Rick called Rhino Shield is because it's backed by a 25-year transferable warranty.
We've watched a lot of people get their house painted 3 or 4 times, and we haven't had to do any of it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have to paint it every 5-7 years.
Take a tip from Rick and put down the paintbrush and call Rhino Shield for your free evaluation. 877-25-RHINO. 877-25-RHINO. Or visit 877-25rhino.com.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago. Financially makes sense, especially if it's going to last like this did. Still looks great.
Call now. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Today, the Cards, the Rays.
Cameron Total Access 540.
Cardinals Radio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Our conversation with Bernie Miklasz is sponsored by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Dicon Comfort dealer.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. Star-studded 2:30 p.m. segment. We have Sue Thomas from 97.1. We have Bernie Miklasz. Bern, great to talk to you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed. Looking forward to it. Hope everyone there is having a good day.
So, Bern, I figured something out. I'm slow on the uptake, a little late to the game, but it seems to me that the Cardinals have gotten themselves in trouble because for years now we have given too big of a contract to too older guys, too far past their prime, and not done that for like 28-year-olds. What do you think?
It's happened a lot, way too many times. On one hand, you give them a plus grade for trying, but the judgment has been lacking. You know, the Cardinals too often have paid players based on their past accomplishments rather than what they can realistically expect moving forward. You know, and when you fall into that trap, what a guy did in the past doesn't help you going forward. But what will happen is it can hurt you going forward because he's not the player that you apparently thought he was.
It's funny because I was telling Dave this earlier, Bern, but we've talked about this. You and I have. I know we talked about it with Matt. I've talked about it with our friend Derek Gould. Like they're more than happy to give in free agency a 2 or 3 year deal to a 34 or 35-year-old, but not an 8-year deal to a 28-year-old, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like you're paying for all of the risky years, but not getting the ages 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, where the guy's going to be closer to his peak.
Well, you know, and I think Sonny Gray's the latest example of that.
Yeah.
I respect Sonny Gray, but they backloaded his contract. And last year, for the first 3 months, he was fantastic, and then he started to tail off. But they were paying him $10 million last year because of the backloaded contract. They're paying him $25 million this year, and they'll pay him $35 million next year. And frankly, his performance this year just isn't up to that. And next year, I would assume it won't be up to that either. So it's another one that's kind of backfiring because I don't think Sonny was absolutely an ace for a good part of last season.
Yeah.
But that hasn't been the case since, I don't know, right around the All-Star break last year. His numbers really started to blow up on him a little bit. So, yeah, so are you talking about what 28-year-old player are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying in any free agent bidding, they just don't even get in those, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter or whatever. But then you'll trade for somebody who's in their 30s and getting into their mid-30s, or you'll re-sign Miles Michaelis at age 35. You know, like they've done a lot of that. But in free agency, there's just you wouldn't even look at a Bryce Harper. You wouldn't even look at any of those prime age guys. And while they're really expensive, they're also really good. And the bang for the buck, right? If you're going to like measure production versus pay, you're much more likely to get the return than you will on an older player.
I don't know if that's going to change or not. Not because I think Chaim Bloom isn't smart. I think Chaim Bloom's very smart, but I don't know what kind of freedom he'll have to go out. Let's just say they're convinced that some 26, 27-year-old they're looking at free agent is someone they can build around, and they're willing to, really pay what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Will they actually go for it? Will he have the freedom to go for it? And the other thing, too, and this is the part that always makes me laugh, frankly, people assume that a player wants to be here.
Right.
I hate to break it to everybody, and I'm not being a jerk. It's just true. The Cardinals have lost some prominence in the game, and players who are coveted free agents, they want to get a World Series ring, or they want to live on one of the coasts. And I don't think St. Louis is right now is not a destination city for Major League Baseball, because not that it isn't a great place to play. That's not the point. The point is that if all the money is equal, or even if the Cardinals offer more money, not by an extravagant amount, there are better options for players who can pretty much call their shots.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And the real truth is they've had the most success when they've developed their own stars and paid them and then supplement with free agency, as opposed to like getting your star players either in a trade or free agency.
Well, yeah, and that's what they need to do now. And
Right.
I keep talking about it, and I don't know that people really get it. I mean, some people don't. And it frustrates me to an extent, because all the Cardinals want to do now is get back to the methodology that has worked for them in a profoundly outstanding way. They got away from it. Now they're paying the price. So why wouldn't you want to go back to what you were doing before? And to your point, one of the best money they ever spent, they gave Albert Pujols a $100 million contract.
Yeah.
At a young age, 10 years, 100 and some million, a little bit over 100 million. They gave Wainwright about 100. Actually, Pujols got more than that. But it was over 100 million is a point. And they gave Wainwright, who was still young, they gave him about 100 million. And so, yeah, they kept their own guys. They gave Chris Carpenter a big contract, but he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But he was still around to come back from that and pitch very, very well and lead him to another World Series. So, yeah, when they've invested in their own, they've done really, for the most part, when I'm talking about big ticket guys, not marginal guys, when they've invested in their own, guys with upside and guys that do have shown that they can be counted on, they've done pretty well with that. I would think they'll try to do that again.
Curious what you guys think. As I understand it, the Cardinals are raising season ticket prices 15%, goes down to about 10% if you pay them early. Is this just sort of unfortunate timing with the team doing the way it is? Are you surly about it? What do you think, Bern?
I'm going to disappoint everybody because I don't have a good answer, because frankly, I don't understand it. And I'm just at a loss for words, which is very rare for me. It's like, what exactly are they trying to accomplish here? Because even if there is a logical reason for doing it, people are so ticked off at them in general about everything these days, especially, ownership and management. So even if the Cardinals had a sincere, genuine reason where it made sense to do that, I don't think customers who are staying away, I don't think you could persuade them that it makes sense or that it's the right thing to do. It seems to me they're flirting with another PR disaster, but we'll wait and see.
It's kind of how I took it.
Yeah, if someone can explain the benefit to me, I always have an open mind to listen. But I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Unless there's a way where they've done the math and they figure that a certain percentage are always going to renew, and if it goes up, then that makes up for the people that cancel.
Could be.
I mean,
and I'm sure they've run all the hypotheticals with that, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that definitely is kind of a math thing that's above my pay grade for sure.
Right.
But I'm just trying to think, because you're right. When you just think of the basics, you're not winning. You're not making people excited. I think we all know this, Bern. You've said it. I've said it. Derek Gould said it. But Matt Paul, we all know they're not making big moves this offseason. They're not going to go get the sexy free agent that's going to get everybody fired up.
No.
So when you're thinking of it from that way, you're like, well, then how are you going to sell the idea that you're going to charge more for tickets, unless they know that essentially makes up for the people that are going to leave, and they know certain percentage will stay, maybe based on internal polling, maybe just based on what's happened historically. I don't know what that would be based on, but that's the only thing I can think of that would make sense.
Well, and one thing to tie in what we were talking about, the one thing, and I wrote about this and did a video on it, I think. The one thing I think they should do when J.J. Weatherholt's up here and he gets established and everyone falls in love with him and whatnot, they ought to have a press conference one day, and they should announce that they've signed J.J. Weatherholt and Mason Wynn to long-term contracts, because Mason Wynn's the real deal too.
Yep.
I mean, he is a tremendous defensive player. His offense is only going to get better, and he's very, very young, and he's a heart and soul guy, a big-time competitor, very intense, wants to be here, wants to win. He drives hard, like on the field. And Weatherholt's wired the same way. So if they want to convince fans that, hey, this is about building for the future, and we're going reaffirm our commitment to the future and really outstanding young talent that we want to be here. We're signing both of these guys to long-term deal. For those of you who doubt whether we are willing to spend money, we're going to show you we're going to spend money on two dudes that we really believe in, who can be Cardinals for a very long time.
How do you guys feel?
To me, that should be a no-brainer.
How do you feel about long-term contracts for Gorman or Walker?
Too early for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, too early for that. Gorman might be able. He may be a candidate for that in another year or so. We'll see, because he's progressing really well. People don't talk about it enough, but he really is progressing very well. Walker is just lost again. I have no idea. The one thing I'll do, and this is not popular among Cardinals fans because I've heard from them, and I respectfully would submit I don't think they understand what I'm trying to say. I would not give a 7-8 year contract to someone like Brendan Donovan, and I know people want to.
Yeah,
he's 28 years old. The guy plays so hard, and he won't come out of the lineup, and the manager won't keep him out of the lineup. So he just keeps running himself into the ground, getting banged up, getting hurt, always playing hurt, and it reduces his effectiveness. He's 28 years old. He's a young man, but I think he's a guy that will age maybe too quickly as a baseball player.
Yeah, I think part of it, too, is that's an area where you have some organizational depth, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Weatherholt can be your second baseman for the next 10 years. Gorman can be at second or third, but the point is that one of the problems is you have too many people at the positions that he plays. And he's not the only one. There are others you could move, but you're not moving Weatherholt. I wouldn't move Gorman. Like you mentioned, you and I talk more about Gorman maybe than anybody else in town, but since May 1st, he is your third best hitter, and people will not stop whining about him. There are only two guys. Only Contreras and Burleson have hit better than him since May 1st.
I don't really understand it. I'm at a loss. I know people are not like me because I'm nuts. I'll sit here all day long and do research. So I'm admittedly crazy. But I don't understand how in a passionate baseball town, so many people are oblivious to what he's been doing. It's really strange. He still strikes out a bit much for my taste. But he has shaved about 6-7% off of his strikeout rate.
Mm-hmm.
The dude is walking all the time. So people say, well, you don't have any plate discipline. Well, have you looked at his walk rate? It's fantastic.
Best on the team since May 1st.
He's walking all over the place. That tells you he gets it now.
Yep.
The plate discipline part has sunk in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. It's one of the strangest things. I know this sounds like hyperbole, but I've been covering Cardinals baseball continuously since 1989. This is one of the strangest episodes I've ever seen. Nolan Gorman is doing exactly what people hoped he would do, and it just doesn't register. It's like it's not even happening, or it's like he'll have 4 or 5 games in a row where he's taking walks, he's looking good, he's hitting a home run, taking really good at bats. Oh, but you just let him strike out twice in a game. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we better get him out of here. Got to trade him. I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm nuts. I admit it.
Yeah. I also don't understand, and I think this plays into it. Until you had injuries, we had a team that didn't seem like they should have been making room or didn't want to make room for him to be an everyday hitter, even though he's been one of your 3 best hitters for 4 months.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, again, Wheels, you and I talked about that. We kind of share a common view on some of those things. That's one of them. I never understood.
I mean,
that
he
either.
has wildly outperformed Nolan Arenado as a hitter, and if Arenado's healthy, Gorman's not playing.
Well, that's the thing. And so, how do you explain the runway?
I don't know.
Especially once the whole thing was set up, so you want to see what Gorman can do. Can he improve? Can he get better? Can he clean up the plate discipline? All that stuff. Will he stop chasing pitches? Will he start drawing walks? Will he start making pitchers work? The answer to all of that is yes. He's done all of that. But you're right. If Arenado, calls up Ali and says, well, "Okay, I think I'm ready to go," guess who's going to be in the bench watching? Makes no sense.
Bern, tell us about Saliga before we let you go for the weekend.
I will, and everybody have a great weekend. Saliga Heating and Cooling has been taking care of generations of St. Louis since 1927. And this Daikin Comfort dealer, we've learned a lot, the Micklases, over the last 17 years, because we've called Saliga when we need their help. They come through every single time, man. They are batting 1,000. And who the heck bats 1,000? They do. And what do I mean by this? Well, listen, first, I got to respect, and you should respect the family tradition. You know, the same family, the Saligas, have owned this business since 1927. Fourth generation owner operators, Dan Saliga, and it just keeps getting bigger and better at Saliga Heating and Cooling. He'll take good care of you, just like his family is taking care of all kinds of St. Louis families for nearly 100 years. And we've relied on Saliga for a long time, and we know we can 100% count on them for their honesty and their knowledge, their prompt service, their attention to detail. They're professional when they come in. They're classy when they come into your home. You never have to worry about anything like that. And in our experience, never try to hustle us one time. Our neighbors who also use Saliga never try to sweet talk them into something expensive, not one time. It's the exact opposite. They look for ways to save us money rather than going to automatically recommending the most expensive thing. I mean, that's a business that we can trust, and we're very thankful to Saliga Heating and Cooling. One more thing about Saliga Heating and Cooling. They do have a maintenance plan called the Priority Club, and it will save you money. It has saved us money because it extends the life of your current equipment. You'll also receive priority scheduling, and you'll have the comfort of knowing your home is safe and it is ready for all 4 seasons. So family owned and operated for nearly 100 years. They still set the standard in our town. They have financing options available. They offer free estimates and the best and most trustworthy customer service in town. So if you want to find out more, please do it. Go to SaligaHeatingandCooling.com. Thank you.
Calling all future sportscasters. Sharpen your skills and learn from the best of the Missouri Broadcasters Association Sportscasters Forum Tuesday, September 16th in St. Louis. Join Cardinals beat reporters, broadcasters, and the legendary John Rooney, the voice of the Cardinals, for insider sessions on play-by-play, interviewing, reporting, and more. Then cap the day with a Cards-Reds game at Busch Stadium. Open to college students and broadcasting pros. Just $10 for students, lunch, and a game ticket. Space is limited. Register by September 2nd at MissouriBroadcasters.org.
Guys, Glover here. August is Pet Appreciation Month. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129, 15% off pet odor treatments, and take $50 off your air duct cleaning. Book online at ZeroResSTL.com or call 314-474-2020.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody. Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. Sue Thomas is here with us.
Hi.
Collider.com has put together the top 10 funniest movies over the last 50 years.
Huh.
You ready to get mad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At number 10, Anchorman.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not as good now as it was originally, but originally that was pretty great.
Yeah, that actually makes sense to me, Kevin.
Number 9, A Fish Called Wanda.
Gosh, I haven't seen that in forever.
Been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superbad.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
I love
Was it?
Superbad.
That's my kind of funny.
Was it better than Anchorman?
Yes.
All right.
Number 7, The Life of Brian from Monty Python.
That's pretty great. That's pretty good.
Listen to Kevin laugh. All right.
Clerks.
Yes. I love Clerks.
I like Clerks, but I don't find it that funny. If that makes sense.
It's interesting.
Yeah, here's what it is.
It's a good movie.
It's because it's the ultimate Gen X comedy.
Oh,
that makes sense.
It is absolutely like everybody my exact age. And I think it's my exact age. I don't think it's 5 years older or 5 years younger.
Exact
I think it's our
age.
exact age loves that movie.
That's fair.
Top 10 funniest movies of the last 50 years. Number 5, The Big Lebowski.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm liking all these. This is a good list.
Bridesmaids.
Oh, I love
Yeah, that's pretty
Bridesmaids.
great.
Come on,
Yeah.
even Kevin thought
Yeah,
that was
that's
funny.
I
pretty
watch
great.
that every time it's on.
Yeah.
Same,
It's
Rachel.
pretty great.
I don't know that I've seen it from beginning to end.
Oh, you
You
should.
gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
The Birdcage.
Oh, I love the Birdcage.
Yeah, not top 10, but it was pretty good.
Come on, I watch that every time it's on.
Number 2, this is Spinal Tap.
Never
Yeah.
seen it.
Pretty culty.
Say, I wouldn't
Yeah.
put it as high as that, but it's pretty great.
And the number 1 funniest movie in the last 50 years, Airplane.
Oh yeah. I don't know if that's still, but is it just because of its era?
Maybe. I think it was phenomenally funny. I'm just not sure I'd
Yes.
put it that high. But it was definitely hilarious, especially in the moment. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm not saying it should be, but I'm surprised that Caddyshack wasn't in there.
Oh, that's a good one.
But that's also like the ultimate like just guy funny type thing.
Yeah, but even I think that movie is hilarious.
It is pretty, again, of its time.
Yeah, that's true too.
But same thing with Airplane. Airplane was more of that, perfect 70s, 80s movie.
Yes.
I was watching a YouTube video about Caddyshack the other day, just like a breakdown of it, and apparently Bill Murray was just supposed to be in one scene.
Yeah,
But he was so good, he
They
stuck
had to rope
around
more
for
into
all
it,
of the
yeah.
filming,
Yep.
and like the Cinderella story was
Cinderella
completely
God almighty. Carl
improvised.
Spackler is one of the
Oh,
greatest movie characters of
yes.
all time.
Totally agree.
That easily could have been a terrible movie.
Oh my God. It was teetering on that edge.
I think it was, but they like were able to
And
edit it and
to
make
get
it
your
better.
to get your proof, see Caddyshack 2.
We can get more sleep, we can get more sun, and we can get more exercise, but the one thing we can't get more of is time. It's time to eliminate the one phrase that could be holding you back from reaching your retirement goals. I'll take care of it tomorrow. It's time to pick up the phone and make the call to Gary Goldberg and the team at Financial and Tax Strategies, 314-991-9005, or online at checkwithgary.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial, Inc., an FFC registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Gary Goldberg, NPN number 918615.
Hey, it's Matt Pauley for i3 Broadband, the internet provider in the Pauley household. I think you'd love it if you had them as well. We've got the 2 gig package at our home. 2 gig upload, 2 gig download mirrored, and we're spending less money than we did with the cable company for lesser service. Plus, right now, they've got savings over $400 beyond their already low standard pricing. You got questions? They've got answers. Call 877-976-0711, and they've got people there who can answer all your questions, or head to their website, i3broadband.com.
Hey Illinois, this is Ben Barnett, board certified master arborist and owner at Timberline Professional Tree Care. Sorry St. Louis, this message is for our friends in the Metro East. Did you know that most Missouri-based tree contractors can't legally travel into Illinois? This is due to federal motor carrier regulations that require large trucks and their drivers to be registered with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration in order to travel across state lines. Almost all other tree services in Missouri fail to meet the requirements for safety, drug and alcohol testing, and equipment maintenance that are required for interstate travel. Here at Timberline, we meet and exceed all of these requirements and will be glad to travel across the river to meet all of your tree care needs. Call us today at 636-479-7475 for tree fertilization, pruning, insect and disease treatment, or complete removal. Or visit our website at stltreecare.com. That's stltreecare.com for service in the Metro East area.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/JOY.
I'm fixing to tell you something that the insurance industry does not want you to ever hear. Bullies often delay and deny. I see them sitting on premiums paid and making money and dragging it out for as long as they can. Many times, we're forced to take them to court. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Their high-paid lobbyists are on a mission to make sure that at trial, jurors are not allowed to learn that the at-fault party has insurance, and in some cases, lots of it. I can think of no case in all my years where there was no insurance for the at-fault party. So let's fight back. It's all these bullies understand. Tell everybody you know the truth. If you've been injured in a car crash or hurt at a store or business, visit forthepeople.com. We're here 24/7. It's that easy. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
Mid-America's most trusted voice for news. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
The news is sponsored by the St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station. We've got sunshine. It is 84 degrees downtown at the Arch. St. Charles City votes on a potential one-year moratorium on data centers. Let's take you live to the place where the meeting just happened. And KMOX's Sean Malone.
Yeah, Michael, the vote was unanimously approved by the council members for the city of St. Charles. The moratorium, it is 1 year long, and it bans the acceptance of applications relating to the establishment or expansion of data centers. Now, the full crowd at the St. Charles City Council chambers was in support, for the most part, of this 1 year moratorium and applauded the council members when they voted to approve it unanimously. We'll see where things go from here in terms of 1 year from now. If St. Charles is more receptive to data centers, some residents expressed that 1 year is just not enough and they should be banned in the city outright. Outside the St. Charles City, outside St. Charles City Hall, Sean Malone, KMOX News.
President Trump says he may turn his attention to Chicago next as part of his crackdown on crime.
President Trump says his federal takeover of the D.C. police and deployment of armed National Guard troops has been so successful, he's turning his attention to another city.
When we're ready, we'll go ahead and we'll straighten out Chicago, just like we did D.C.
Although he says he has not spoken to the mayor of Chicago, the president claims residents there are clamoring for federal action.
We've had calls from Democrats and calls from people generally. We'd love you to come here.
And after that, Trump suggests another Democratic city, San Francisco.
We can clean that up, too. We'll clean that one up, too.
Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
She's already talked to some of the top people in the office to make sure they're staying. Incoming Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway says there are good people in place in the office who will help her with her priorities when she gets there.
I want to focus on protecting Missourians, whether it's from violent crime or whether it's from financial crime, or whether it's from somebody who would try and deny them their constitutional rights.
Hanaway will be leaving law firm Hush Blackwell, where she's a partner. She'll be sworn in as AG on September 8th. Trade relations between the U.S. and Canada seem to be improving. White House reporter Willie James Inman has the latest.
Looks like the president and the Prime Minister, Mark Carney of Canada, are mending their relationship. That 25% retaliatory tariff rate Canada had levied on some U.S. goods in response to tariffs that the U.S. put on some Canadian goods.
At a news conference, Federal Reserve Board Chairman Jerome Powell says the Fed may cut rates soon, even as inflation risks remain.
The stability of the unemployment rate and other labor market measures allows us to proceed carefully as we consider changes to our policy stance.
Insurance companies are using drones to inspect homes and in some cases cancel policies.
Lynn Schuler of Topsfield, Massachusetts got an email from her insurer with a photo taken from above.
And there was some tree branches hovering over my house that they wanted removed. It ended up costing $1,200. I had no choice.
Amy Bach is with the consumer advocacy group United Policyholders, which is pushing for limits on that drone use.
The fight is on.
An industry group says insurers have always inspected properties, but can do it cheaper with drones. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Let's get an update now. The St. Louis Business Index to Stifel and Scott Link. Scott.
Good afternoon, Michael. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell opens the door to a rate cut in September, sending stocks higher to end the week with the Dow Jones soaring 846 points. to 45,631. The S&P 500 was up 96 to 6,466. The NASDAQ rose 396 to 21,496. And the Bloomberg St. Louis Index was up 42 to 1,631. For stocks of local interest, the biggest gainers today were Caleres up 77 cents to $15.51, and Belden rose $6.94 to $131.12. And the lone declining stock today was AT&T, down 67 cents to $28.77. Finally, Stifel Financial was up $3.68 to $114.33. This has been Scott Link, Senior Vice President of Investments at Stifel, member SIPC, and the New York Stock Exchange. For more information on Stifel, please visit our website at stifel.com.
Our weather's quiet the next several days. We should warm up to about 85 this afternoon. Lots of sunshine. 67 tonight. What a great evening. Saturday, the warmest of the weekend, but it's not really hot. Plenty of sunshine. 89 for the high. A dry, cold front comes through early Saturday evening. Saturday night, partly cloudy and 63. Sunday, sunny and perfect. A top 10 day on Sunday. 79 to 80 degrees for the high. High temperatures in the 70s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with lows in the 50s. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Sponsored by SNL Coins. We've got sunshine. It's 84 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
SNL Coin. We buy gold and silver coins, silver and gold jewelry. Also buying gold-filled and silver plates. Before you sell, call SNL. 314-544-3600. 314-544-3600. SNL Coin.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday to you. So the Ghislaine Maxwell transcript and audio has come out, and the only major headline from it so far, people are pouring through it now, obviously, is that Ghislaine Maxwell does not believe that Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. She thinks he was murdered. So take that for what you want. Can we talk about one thing political today? I really want to get your guys' vibe on this. I don't understand everything about it, obviously, but you don't have to for my question. What's going on in Texas right now, which to my understanding, they have the legal ability, because otherwise the court would stop them, to do the redistricting halfway through the time that it's usually allotted. I think it's a decade, and they're doing it halfway through. They are violating the norms. They are violating the unwritten rule that you don't do this, but I guess legally they can do it. So you have states like California and Illinois who are saying, like, great, Gavin Newsom said we're going to fight fire with fire. We're going to do it too. So even though they have kind of pinky locked over the years and decades and agreed not to do it, now everyone is doing it. Everyone's kind of breaking the unwritten rules. How does that hit you? How important are the norms and the unwritten laws of our society and our republic, as opposed to, well, technically we can do it and it helps us out, so we're going to do it?
I think the norms are obviously very important. However, in this case, I see why the Democrats have done this. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but how often do you hear people complaining like about the Democrats? What are you doing about any of this? You're not standing for anything. You're just letting all of this stuff happen. So I think this is a case where they see a way where they can at least delay a vote. Yes, it's going to make everybody mad, but it shows that they're at least trying to do something. So while I might not agree with it, I understand why it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think if you want the other party to uphold the norms and be polite and do the right thing, like, you should do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
what's scary about it is if it just all goes to hell.
Yeah.
Like if we just start, it doesn't matter. I get to do it. I'm going to do it. And that's the way it is.
I mean, hasn't it been like that for like 10 years now?
It's getting increasingly bad. Like Harry Reid did it with the cloture stuff where he was, violating longstanding unwritten rules. And now that's the way that Trump got some of his nominees in for SCOTUS. So it's become the new rule is violating the longstanding unwritten rule.
Yeah. And we all sit by like a bunch of dumbasses letting it keep happening across the board. We'll defend it when our team does it. We get mad when the other team does it. And then we justify whatever works for the team that we decide we want to vote for. Instead of being grown-ups, taking control of the situation and voting in people that will actually fix this problem nationwide and make this about math and not about politics. Voting districts should not be made based on who wants to win them or which party is in control of a state. Whether it's a Democratic state or Republican state doesn't matter. But we live in a country where too many of us just don't participate. We don't participate in primaries. What have Hancock and Kelly told us? 10% of voters participate in primaries.
And I'm guilty.
No,
I don't.
No, this is the point. Like, we yell, and I think there's a lot to yell about when it comes to people that are in positions of leadership, but we don't do our jobs. We have let this happen because we don't care, because we see it as not immediate, or we like that our team did it. But the minute the other team's doing it, man, it's a scandal. This is terrible. It's not okay. And there's no high ground because nobody's standing on morality. Everybody's standing on politics. If we stood on logic and reason and said, let's let math do this. Let's let algorithms show how this should be broken down. Not by racial lines, not by party lines, none of that. Just by pure numbers. Each certain number of people gets a certain vote, whatever that number happens to be for 330 million people. And we break the districts down based on how many people are in this area. And that's it. And sure, let's let the algorithm change it every 10 years, fix it every 10 years for for people moving to different places, just to adjust it. But we don't want to do that because we're always angling for our team to get the advantage. And it's so stupid. But it's also why we get extreme candidates, because we will not go out in a primary and support a normie. We'll just let that all happen outside of our control, and then we all bitch about it when we get nothing but candidates we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all, and I'm not excluding myself. I'm including myself. We are the ones that let this happen.
Okay, good. That kind of answers it. You want to do DGS Happy Hour?
Yes.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Let me pull up my happy hour topics here. I have them at the ready, so
There
I
you
don't
go.
have a little brain freeze. Oh, okay. I was thinking of this the other day. What's the favorite item of clothing? The first one that pops into your head, but the favorite item of clothing you've ever owned.
Specific or kind of clothing?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It can kind of be whatever. Mine is, I think my favorite ever. I bought this leather jacket from Macy's. It was on clearance for like $8 or something. It was super, super cheap. And it was like a motorcycle jacket. And I wore it for years and years. And then I just like lost it one night. I just lost it in my car or something. And I think about it all the time.
Interesting.
I miss it.
I think mine was one of my first college football T-shirts. Like when I got to, in college, they're always selling T-shirts for every big game or whatever. It was the Miami Notre Dame game, and the T-shirt was God made Notre Dame #1, but Miami made them #2. That was probably the best one, just because it was fun for the time. It was a big rivalry at the time.
In the early 80s, I was playing in a Christian rock band, and I was in good shape, and I had red parachute pants and a black sleeveless shirt with a red lightning bolt that went across it, as douchey can get, and I loved it. I felt so hot in that thing.
It sounds like the outfit that a cartoon character would wear.
Thanks, right?
No, I just mean like it sounds cool. It sounds like something that's like, oh, he's here.
But let's
he's
be
in
clear.
his parachute
At that
pants.
time, if you were in a band, that's what you were wearing.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew, is it the shirt you're wearing now?
Yeah.
That's my favorite shirt of yours.
I'll tell you what. My favorite article of clothing is whatever I'm currently wearing, because I'm indebted to that clothing, right? That clothing is serving me. That clothing is doing a favor for me by being worn by me, and therefore, they're all my favorites.
What? What are you
That's
talking
the kind
about?
of thing someone says to you before they kill you in a shallow grave.
Seriously.
Okay, Dalai Lama.
They're all my favorites.
It's serving me?
Say it like
It's
the Dalai Lama.
indebted to me? What?
It's serving me.
Heck are you talking about?
Can't hear you guys. I'm in a place of calm I've achieved nirvana. Talking about how my pants are my favorite. No, I don't know. I used to be skinny, and now I'm a big fat. I almost.
Wow, you almost said it.
Almost
Watch
said it.
out.
So I have lots of clothes that I really liked that I don't fit into anymore. So it's like, take your pick. I could.
You just tiptoed right to the edge there.
I did.
Everyone heard it in their head.
We
I
were
did.
all like, whoa. Oh, my God.
Bless you, Dave.
Thank you. Also, my first pair of blue suede Puma Clyde tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Those were
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
the best.
That's a good question too. Like, what's your favorite pair of shoes that you've ever had?
What was your favorite possession? For example, mine would be a tie between my mini bike and my first 10-speed.
Oh man,
those were sweet.
Yeah, it had to be the first good baseball glove I got. Because I kept it for a while. Like, I used it for a while, for years.
My stuffed penguin.
What was his name?
Penguin.
Penguin?
Penguin.
Okay.
So he had a normal name, not like Turd Baby?
I didn't name
Oh,
Turd
you didn't.
Baby.
That's right. Sorry.
He was
Forgot
a
it.
gingerbread man.
I forgot your dad named him. Oh, I'm bad.
I didn't christen him Turd Baby myself.
Well, I'm a boy, but that's something a boy would do.
Andrew, do you have something Dalai Lama-ish to say about your...
The pants I got on, man. I already told you guys.
No, your possession.
Your best possession ever is the pants
I
you got on.
I possess the pants. The pants don't own me. I own the
Oh,
pants.
my
Okay.
God.
No, I don't know. Maybe Moosey. It's a little
Moosey?
moose. Yeah.
I don't think we're familiar with Moosey.
I told you guys about Moosey.
Tell us again.
He's a little moose.
Is he like a bullwinkle?
He's a little stuffed moose that my dad gave me when I was dying in the hospital.
When you were dying in the hospital?
Yeah, I had a real bad time when I was a kid, but I made it through. Probably because of Moosey.
What were you dying of?
Asthma.
Well,
Ironically, Moosey is now so filled with dust that he is probably like an asthmatic bomb.
Do you have asthma now?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've known you 15 years. I never knew that.
Well, you don't see me do much physical stuff, do you?
No, I don't. Do you have a little inhaler?
That would be why. I do. I don't typically use it. I'm sure the one that I have is actually expired because I don't do much that would require it. I try to avoid doing too much crazy physical stuff. And
Is that what brings it on?
yeah, usually. And then I also have to just keep an eye on like air quality. Air quality can be kind of a big deal when you have asthma. So like, it's your phone will tell you. I mean, it's like very easy to find.
Did you know he had asthma?
Yes.
It's like it doesn't come up that much because
What else does everyone have?
there are
I got
times
freckles.
like there are times at this point I used to have to do the whole big giant thing strapped to your face and the whole deal. Nowadays it's mostly just every now and again I'll just have to kind of like stand still and take a couple of like big deep breaths and kind of work through if I get kind of shorter breath or whatever.
Okay. All right. Let's take a break and come back and do a little more DGS Happy Hour. Happy Friday to you guys.
You know your customers. Ralph likes his coffee black on Fridays, but Mondays he takes a little cream. Jennifer comes in every 3 years when her lease is up to get the newer and better model. And for some reason, pepperoni pizza sells like crazy on Friday nights. Who knew? At Odyssey, we have the expertise to get your media plan done right. With ads like you're hearing right now, to targeted social media campaigns, search engine optimization, and location-based advertising. Advertise with Odyssey and help us grow your business. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
If you are facing divorce, if you're thinking about divorce, maybe you were divorced 10 years ago, but it has reared its ugly head again. Maybe you didn't account for who was going to pay for college. Maybe you did the classic, I'll pay for half of whatever Mizzou costs when our kids go to college, but someone got into Harvard or Yale and someone wants to make an exception. Whatever it is, wherever it is, within the sound of my voice, the state of Missouri, Susan L. Ward can and will take care of it. She is just as good at being a divorce attorney as anyone I know is at anything, and I know quite a few people are sort of journeyman masters at what they do, and Susan L. Ward is certainly on that very short list. You can get a free consultation. My advice, write down your top 5 or 10 questions. They can be very specific. If you say, like, look, we have a 401k with $600,000. I make this much. She makes that much. We have 2 kids, blah, 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 blah. She will be able to give you a very good idea of what you're looking at a year or two down the road. 314-783-9400, stlfamilylaw.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Hello, fellow Missourians. This is your Congressman, Bob Onder. My top priority is serving you. Whether you need help with a VA claim, Social Security, Medicare, or any other federal issue, my team and I are here to cut through the red tape and give you answers. In the last 6 months alone, we have returned over $1 million to taxpayers. Call my office or visit my website, onder.house.gov, to learn more. Missouri is my home, and I'm honored to serve you in D.C.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
You asked, we delivered. KMOX, now on FM. Crystal clear sound at 104.1 FM.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. You can download the podcast. Andrew, what's the best way for people to download the podcast now? I know there's a bunch of ways they can do it.
Sorry, I was ironically doing the podcast.
Ah, okay.
What was the question?
What's the best way to download it?
I like to use Apple, the Apple Podcast app. That's my personal one that I use, but it's available pretty much everywhere. Spotify, you can get them on there. But Podbay, Podbean, I don't know if these places still exist. There's a billion different.
Yeah, just search for the Dave Glover Show anywhere you get your podcast. If you don't have a current platform, try the Odyssey app. It's free. There's tons of great content on there, even stuff that we don't play on KMOX. So huge library for you to choose from.
And can I just add what she said?
Okay.
That was a lot better than what I said.
DGS Happy Hour continued. Kev, you got anything?
Yeah, so Rach was talking about the really sweet cat videos earlier, and I see a lot different videos. The trend I've seen the most lately, and I'm curious if you guys have seen them, is the dad crash out videos. Like you're trying to fix something and it's not working, and it's just dads losing their crap.
Like real videos.
Like real videos of kids or like spouses, either their husband or a dad is trying to fix a light fixture, and it's just not going well, and it's just cursing and throwing stuff, and
sounds like it's going to give me a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, this does not seem like a fun video.
It is, because it's hilarious, because it's
Dad's punching a hole in the wall and screaming really loud and getting really mad, and
it's 100% me when things don't work.
Kicking stuff across the room and screaming and throwing things.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I know some people.
So great.
It is.
Some people in the restaurant business. In fact, we had was this Chef Heather from Peacemaker talking about The Bear and how stressful it is for people in the restaurant industry to watch that show. And that was my childhood. It was my dad crashing out trying to build stuff.
You don't do that?
I don't try to build stuff.
Okay. But if you had to fix something and it's just not right, it's not working, you don't snap.
Immediately.
Okay, so you do this.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I don't do it probably the way you do it.
No, I definitely ain't going to throw something and swear a lot. Lots of swears.
Honestly, Dave, you're not like a yeller.
No.
Like, just working with you for as long as I have, I really can't think of, like, you yelling or, like, I wouldn't call it a crash out. Like, I've seen you get mad, and it's like, oh, this is kind of scary, Dave's mad, but it's not like,
yeah, I've never heard you, like, scream.
Yeah, going crazy or anything.
And I really never have. I've never screamed at Maureen. I've never screamed at the kids.
Yeah.
I get mad, especially at myself. I get frustrated pretty easily, but that's like a pretty narrow gap.
I'm the same way, though. I've never yelled at my wife or my kid, ever. Not one time. But I will yell at inanimate objects irrationally all day.
Yeah.
It drives me, because even thinking about it, I'm already snapping back into these moments.
He's growling.
I know.
I'm a closet bad guy in that I am a big judger. I'm a big resenter.
I get you.
But I'm not so much a mean guy on my face.
But Rach and Andrew, you guys don't ever, I'm not accusing, I'm just saying you don't ever crash out about things like lose your...
Oh, yes, of course I crash out.
1,000%.
Okay, good.
But
good.
it wasn't to say that like I wouldn't watch this because I would never do such a thing.
I get it. It's just you don't want to
It's more like
experience
it gives me anxiety to
you.
see other people screaming and
I
kicking
get
and
you.
throwing things. Because generally when that's happening, it's like not a great situation for everybody.
Yeah.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. Andrew, you got something?
Yeah. Remember when I want to say that it might have been even pre-Trump, but I think it might have been maybe in the like pre-COVID before we had like real problems in this world. We were all really worried about the bees.
Yeah,
we were all
sure.
freaking out about the bees and that the bees were going away, and we were told like, if the bees go away forever, this
Food goes away.
This could be as bad as some kind of global pandemic or something. And then we had a real global pandemic, and we stopped talking about bees. But apparently, some people are still trying to save them, and we have a new superfood for the bees that could do the trick.
Nice.
Awesome.
So we finally might not have to worry about this anymore. They've developed this like something that the bees can. I don't know why this would have taken them like 30 years to develop, but apparently it did. This like it contains everything that the bees would need to stay alive, and I feel like you keep rhyming. The bees would need to stay alive.
Here's a story all about the bees.
and so we take that off our plate now. If they can replace like pollen with this artificial food that will keep them alive forever,
But then don't we need them to use the pollen? Isn't that the whole point of bees?
Part of the problem is that if there's like a down pollen season, then the bees will die, and then there aren't enough bees to do the pollen stuff that they need to do next time.
So we need the bees.
We need the bees to do, like they have to work together.
The pollen will follow.
Yeah. So if they have like a down pollen season or whatever, they can use this food instead to keep the bees alive. So there's plenty of bees to pollinate when that comes next time.
Do you know I used to beekeep a little?
I did not know this.
How do you do that a little?
At the farm I worked.
How
all
is this
those
not
years,
something you've ever told us about?
They had honey, and I only did it a couple times, but like put on the whole outfit and stuff. And
is it terrifying?
Oh my
Because
God,
it
yes.
looks terrifying.
It is. It is.
I have always thought like when I see them put, I'm like I wouldn't trust that
Yeah.
freaking suit.
Yeah, I've never had like a fear of bees. Like I've had a healthy fear of bees, but it's not like one of my crazy fears that I have. But that was competing with my claustrophobia.
It looks like it's so hot in that suit too.
It is.
I watched a couple of the swamp people do that. Do some beekeeping in one of the episodes a couple weeks ago.
One of the best shows ever.
And just one of the best shows ever. And just seeing them.
Junior died.
That's right, he did.
Yeah.
Not that long ago, right?
Yeah.
Ironically, this was another guy who died, but one of the old guys, the brother. And he was doing beekeeping, and I'm just thinking like Louisiana swamp in this stupid big giant beekeeping outfit. Oof. It just looked terrible.
The last wild cow died in 1627. What a weird thing.
May he rest in peace.
Like, I'd never even thought about a wild cow.
Yeah, me neither.
And you think you'd have them to this day. Like, we just domesticated every cow?
Guess they're just too slow to get away.
Maybe so. Or maybe they don't want to get away.
Well, it could be too.
Not escape artists.
I've got a happy hour topic.
Okay.
Steak and Shake is mad about the Cracker Barrel logo. They posted on X. Sometimes people want to change things just to put their own personality on things. At Cracker Barrel, their goal is to just delete the personality altogether, hence the elimination of the old timer from the signage. They're really mad. Heritage is what got Cracker Barrel this far, and now the CEO wants to just scrape it all away. At Steak and Shake, we take pride in our history, our families, and American values. We will never market ourselves away from our past in a cheap effort to gain the approval of trend seekers.
You have two locations left in the country.
Yeah, maybe stop closing 200 locations before you talk crap to anyone else.
Yeah, I will. It is rich coming
Is
from
there even
Steak
one
and Shake.
anywhere in the Midwest?
There's one in Alton.
One in Alton, yeah.
There you go. Well, there's the one.
It's not good.
Who's been talking about St. Louis sports since 1985? Bernie Miklasz.
This town still cares passionately about Cardinals baseball. The fact that people are staying away actually reaffirms that they care passionately about Cardinals baseball because it means a lot to them and it's personal. When they feel let down, they're going to protest by staying away. That actually tells me that they're passionate.
Bernie Miklasz. Hear what he has to say on the voice of the St. Louis Cardinals. 104.1 FM KMOX.
Cardinal Cowboy here. After proving the doctors wrong following my accident, I got back to baseball, started kicking field goals, and finally got paid as a pro kicker and ultimately became a leader in the marketing world. That's why I trust Renner Garage Door, exceeding expectations for over 65 years. They service, sell, and install top brands like Deldon, Amar, and LiftMaster. Get your free quote today. Check them out at RennerDoorSTL.com. Renner, forward and back. Giddy up!
RENNER, RENNER.
Calling all future sportscasters. Sharpen your skills and learn from the best of the Missouri Broadcasters Association Sportscasters Forum Tuesday, September 16th in St. Louis. Join Cardinals beat reporters, broadcasters, and the legendary John Rooney, the voice of the Cardinals, for insider sessions on play-by-play, interviewing, reporting, and more. Then cap the day with a Cards-Reds game at Busch Stadium. Open to college students and broadcasting pros. Just $10 for students, lunch, and a game ticket. Space is limited. Registered by September 2nd at MissouriBroadcasters.org.
Hi, I'm Andrew Suntrup. For over 30 years, St. Louis and St. Charles families have trusted Suntrup Buick GMC. As a proud family-owned dealership, we offer more than just great deals. We offer peace of mind. At Suntrup Buick GMC, you'll always find a huge selection of inventory to choose from, unmatched customer service, and every vehicle comes with our exclusive lifetime powertrain protection program. Visit in store or online at SuntrupBuickGMC.com. Save more at Suntrup Buick GMC.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, we got a couple of jams out there. There's one right now on southbound 55. First of all, in the city, it's just a little busy approaching Bates. It's not that bad, but you start to hit the brakes approaching Highway M, and it's jammed all the way down through Z. I know there's road work going on through there, but I don't see any other problems. It opens up as you get just past Z, but it's solid bumper to bumper there. The other road work delays, of course, on the Illinois side, eastbound 64 jammed from Route 3 onto 5570 Exchange, and westbound 5570's jammed east of 203 into Exchange as well. Eastbound 64, east of 157, most of the way to 159 backed up in that work zone as well. Westbound Highway 70, just some heavy traffic west of Lake St. Louis out through 61. Eastbound 70's heavy, approaching 94 to the Blanchette. They just cleared a crash that was in the right lane there. South 270 bogs down south of Page, down through 64. North 270 approaching Manchester to Ladou's busy. North 170, the Rock Road to 70 slow. Westbound 64, Science Center to McCausville. Lindbergh to 270, a little slow approaching Topgolf. And again, 364 on out to Highway 70. I'm Roger Brand in the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Representative Jason Smith stopped a massive tax hike by voting to make the 20% small business tax deduction permanent. This means Missouri's small businesses can grow, hire, and invest in our communities. Visit smallbusinessdeduction.com and thank Representative Smith for protecting America's small businesses. Paid for by the National Federation of Independent Business.
Hospital Sisters Health System isn't just in your community, we're part of it. Expert care and genuine support backed by a network that puts your health first. HSHS, connected to our community, committed to your health. Visit hshs.org/caring.
Looking for a place to call home without all the maintenance? Check out the Towns of Linneman Park, new townhomes by Lombardo, located in St. Peters. These new construction townhomes are located on the south side of 36494, east of Harvester Road, and offer floor plans featuring 2 to 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a loft, and 2-car attached garages. Community amenities include a clubhouse, pool, pickleball courts, dog park, and walking trails. Tour our newly decorated display and fall in love with your new townhome. Visit lombardohomes.com for more information.
This time of the year can be kind of crazy. You do Christmas and then you flip it around and bang, we got a big New Year's party. Everyone's coming back over. And that could be stressful when it comes to you being the one who hosts everything for the friends group or for the family. It's a little bit less stressful with Ruler Foods. It's one of the biggest places we can save money when we're doing holiday parties like New Year's Eve and things like that is at the grocery store. And it's crazy to think in 2024, headed to 2025, there is a plan for you to save money at the grocery store because I feel like that's where we've all been hit the hardest. Right now at Ruler Foods, avocados and mangoes, 77 cents each. White seedless grapes, $1.47. But then lean ground beef on sale. Shredded cheese and block cheeses for a little charcuterie board on sale. Chicken wings on sale. bacon on sale, frozen turkeys all on sale. So for you and your family to get everything you need for New Year's Eve and to make the holidays even more special in 2024, headed into 2025, go to Ruler Foods. This year, start saving money at the grocery store when you shop at Ruler Foods. Go to rulerfoods.com.
Cards manager Ollie Marble joins the Gas House Gang every Tuesday at noon. Sponsored by Siteman Cancer Center on the voice of the Cardinals, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Dave Murray joins us now. Hello, Dave.
Hello there.
How did we do on the Facebook?
It's been 24 hours, right?
Yep.
75,000
Hey, man.
Whoa.
That's
Not
awesome.
bad, huh?
That's
Well,
great.
it's right.
Congrats.
And it just keeps going up. I check it about every 2 or 3 hours. Like, whoa, wow.
That's fantastic. If you guys
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet, Dave had my favorite fall forecast of all time yesterday. So there's a little hint. And go to Dave's Facebook page and read it and take it in. Before we do the local forecast, Rach just asked me a question that I think is a good question for everyone. She said, do you ever, I assume she's shopping for clothes, and she said, do you ever, look for new clothes and you just hate everything that you see? And my first point is how lucky I am personally that everyone just accepts that I dress like I'm in 8th grade.
Same.
And everything I bet you 80% of what I own is used from eBay, and I'm not exaggerating. How about you guys? Like, Dave, are you like a clothes guy? Do you go to the mall?
No, not really. All the suits that I wore, sport coats, but mainly suits. We worked with a company in Westport, Connecticut, believe it or not, but that's where my dad bought his suits when he was working. It's where my brother bought his suits. It's where I did. Our son has bought suits there. And I would call Bill or Jack up and say, hey, we're coming into town. And they knew my sizes, they knew the measurements, and they would have every possible suit that they had in that size. And we'd go from there. I'd pick whatever number we were looking for, and then I'd go to the tailor from there, which was downstairs, and the suits would also go to another salesperson to pick out shirts and ties, and then they would take pictures of them and label everything. It's kind of like Garanimals suit, clothes
fancy.
for guys.
Yeah.
And so when I went to the closet, it would be like, okay, suit number 1. Here's the combination possibles.
At your highest, how many suits you think you had?
I had 18 at the highest.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, you could go a month easily without the same outfit.
Yeah.
Easily.
I think I've had about 4 suits my whole life.
Mm.
Maybe 5.
Yeah,
No.
I'm down to about 3 or 4 now.
Nice. All right. Okay. I feel the way Rachel is talking about anytime I have to look at formal clothing. I just hate every one of it. I don't care. Just make it fit. I hate looking at everything I look at. Is like, nope, don't care. Nope. But I don't really, I order my jeans online because I just get the same ones.
Do you
and
have
I buy
in between?
t-shirts.
Do you have in between normal guy clothes? Like, I truly have one very nice blazer, and then use jeans and t-shirts. Do you have normal guy clothes?
What do you mean? What's a normal guy clothes?
Well, like something above what you're wearing now.
I mean,
but
I have
not formal.
golf shirts.
Okay.
I have golf shirts. I have a few button-down shirts that are like casual button-downs, and I wear them occasionally, but not very often.
Yeah.
Like they would.
That'd freak me out to see you in a button down.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of them I got because I was covering spring training and I wanted to have something decent because we were doing some
I want
video
to see
stuff.
you in a suit.
No,
Both of you.
You
know what? All 3 of you.
You don't know what I look like in
You're
a suit?
too.
Just go find a picture of a dog in a costume. That's what I look like in a suit.
Andrew wore a suit for his brother's wedding, or a sports coat.
I had a whole suit. I had the full setup.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it was nice.
All right.
I liked it.
That would be called a suit.
Yeah, I don't like
Whole thing. Whole shebang.
Why do we have to wear suits?
It's fun to wear a suit. I like wearing suits.
Ugh. Like, what's the why? Because people 200 years ago said, you know what looks good? Extra clothing. I want to put
You
this
feel
cloth
good.
around
You
my
feel
neck.
good when you have a suit.
Yeah,
or
you
a
don't
nice
feel good when
coat.
you're wearing a suit?
I hate it so much.
Why?
I feel like I'm being constricted.
When was the last time you even wore one?
I don't know, last wedding or funeral I went to. I'm sure that's what it was.
Would you wear them to weddings that are not important? Like not like your daughter's wedding or whatever. Would you wear them to like?
It all depends on what the people.
Like if you went to my wedding, would you wear?
Depends
like
on the standard you
suit?
set. It's all about whatever the people want it to be. If they are, if they're cool with casual, then I'm going as casual as I can be. But if the theme seems to be it's coat and tie, well then I'm gonna do what everybody else does.
Okay, they say they're cool with casual.
Casual.
But it is a wedding.
Yep.
What are you wearing?
Well,
good question.
The dressiest would be some version of khakis, depending on the color, and a golf shirt. Like if I'm going casual.
That's the dressiest you'd get. That's not the low end. That's the high end.
For something that would be like
for a wedding,
casual,
Really?
sure.
For a casual
If the people that are getting married are like, hey, don't worry about it. There will be people there in jeans or whatever.
I will
that's
say,
probably where I'd go.
I will say there are a lot of people who get married and are frustratingly vague about what exactly they want, and then get upset when it's like Kevin's wearing a golf shirt, and it's like, well, you told him casual.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in
If
the
you
wedding, so why does
didn't
anybody
want-
care?
If you didn't want, you'd be shocked. If you didn't want that kind of dress, you should have been very specific about what you wanted people to wear. Because everybody has a different opinion on casual. I would not say a golf
Wheels,
shirt
what
is
would you
casual
wear-
wedding attire.
What would you wear to Ledoux casual?
What?
Ledoux casual.
What's that?
You never heard of
You heard
Ledoux?
of Ledoux?
I mean,
Never heard of
I know what
Ledoux.
Ledoux is. Why would I dress differently to go there?
Because it's different.
Oh, well, then I wouldn't fit in. I would wear my nicest T-shirt without a stain and jeans.
In
You
a
have any
suit,
of
you would
those?
look like
do.
Professor Hulk.
Huh?
You look like Professor Hulk.
I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go get a new jacket. There's no question about that.
I look like a hitman in a suit.
Yeah, you do. I saw you with the sunglasses and the whole thing. What was that? Was it the picture with Phoebe?
When I was in the green seats
Yeah.
by myself.
No, you had a suit picture that you showed me where you had
Oh,
sunglasses
okay.
on. You definitely look like a secret agent.
100%.
Yeah. You like Secret Service look.
Rach, how hard is it for ladies, like dressing up?
It's hard because it's like you don't want to look immodest, but you also don't want to look like maybe too matronly.
Frumpy.
Yeah, it's hard for me sometimes to find clothes because I don't like I feel uncomfortable wearing super revealing clothing. But then if you go too far in the other direction, then you feel uncomfortable too. You don't feel like as youthful. So sometimes it's hard.
But Rachel would look great in anything.
Thanks, Dave. I like to dress very plain. Like if you watch the stream, you see me wearing like the same 7 tops and they're all like black or white and they're just like they're very plain. That's my style. So when I try to branch out from that and do something a little more trendy or with color or something, it's genuinely hard for me at this point. I like to keep it like pretty minimalist and simple.
Okay, there you go.
But then I end up buying like 85 black T-shirts.
Nothing
It's
wrong
like,
with that.
Why did I do this?
No,
I
because
already
they're
own
always
this.
good.
Yeah.
That's why I have like 12 of the same T-shirt, just different colors. It's changed the color once in a while, but it's the same shirt. Feels the same to me.
Yeah. Dave, let's get the forecast.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that, have we?
Yeah.
Just moved on there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's just spectacular. Tomorrow is the warmest day of the weekend, but it's not hot. Still comfortable. 89 for the high. So most of the day is going to be like 80 to 85 in the afternoon. Saturday night, this dry, cold front comes through very early in the evening. Winds turn to the northwest. We go down to 63. The only way you're going to know this cool front's coming through, there'll be some cloudiness tomorrow afternoon and into Saturday evening, and the winds will turn to the northwest. There's no rain at all. Sunday, top 10. Sunny, wonderful. 79, 80 for the high. Clear skies, 59 for the low Sunday night. Monday and Tuesday, sunny. High temperatures of 77 each day. We should get back to the low 80s, but only like maybe 81, 82 come Thursday of next week.
Okay. All right.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Bobby Burris on the stream says, I have a wedding in October, and they said wedding casual. I have no idea what that
that's
is.
a good question.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a great one.
That's a dickin'.
It's so frustrating to not have like the specific, because everybody has a different idea of casual. I would not think, if I heard casual for a wedding, I would not think like a golf shirt and khakis, but Kevin would, and I think probably a lot of people would. So it's like really frustrating to not know, because you don't want to go overdressed.
Yeah.
But you definitely don't want to be underdressed.
What about the double outfit for a wedding where you wear the suit and stuff, but you bring an extra shirt for the reception?
I think that's fine.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine.
You're
I mean,
a sweater?
I am a sweaty man, yes.
Well, and it's like, even times the bride and groom will go do that or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they'll go change
yeah.
in between the ceremony and the reception, because it's just like the reception's the fun part. It's the party. There's no need to be all stuffy anymore.
Yep.
Then there are the people, I see this posted online and not a lot. Who knows how real it is, but people will get so specific and be like, we need everyone really to wear eggshell blue to the wedding.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, now I gotta go out and like color match for this.
Right, now I gotta get a swatch.
Enjoy the gift card you'll get in the mail.
Gotta go to Lowe's and get paint samples.
It is so expensive to be in a wedding these days.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I've been in a handful of weddings. I've not done one that cost me less than $1,000. Counting like the bachelor party, and you got to rent the tux, and you got to get hotels because you're probably staying a couple of days for whatever it is. All in, it's always at least $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much.
It's too much.
Why would we do that to people?
It's a great question.
It's an interesting.
I love all my
dynamic,
friends, but
I can't remember because I don't remember.
They're pushing it.
We just rented tuxes for the dudes, and that wasn't that expensive.
Remember when
each dude.
Phoebe was about 6, we were walking around the lake talking and talking about her wedding, and I said, I will pay for your wedding, or I'll give you $25,000 cash, which probably that price tag's gone up. I would have given it to her right
I'm
then.
like, you should lock that deal in now.
Yeah. I would have
Sign right here.
I would have written her a check at 6 years old.
Yeah.
But I remember she was like, give me the cash. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you think of destination weddings?
As long as you don't expect everybody to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Right. Like if you invite people, but say it's cool if you don't go.
Yes.
And then have a little party when you come back for anybody that wants to do that.
Yes. I find them a little selfish.
The destination wedding?
Yeah. I mean, unless you're just like back to Ladue. If you and everyone going to the wedding live in Ladue, then everyone can afford it. But not everyone lives in Ladue.
Right.
Not everyone can go to Hawaii or,
Well, isn't
wherever it
that the
happens to be.
point, is to keep it small? Like,
Maybe.
I feel like that's why most people do it.
Yeah.
No, that's actually, it can be a fair point, because when you're doing it in your hometown, you could be like, well, we want a small wedding, but we know everybody. And if we like invite 100 people instead of 200 people, there's 100 people that are going to be like, oh, they didn't invite us to their wedding.
I recently read that $200 is now the standard minimum for a wedding gift.
Per couple?
Probably.
Like 100 a head, right? Because you're thinking about like,
Yeah.
you're trying to cover the meal and things like that, like those costs. Yeah. That seems I think that's about right. And then the closer you are to them, the more you would give.
Probably.
You know, immediate family members, like cousins you know
The
really
days
well.
of
Whatever.
like, I went to your registry and bought you a toaster. I think
Yeah.
are
I don't get the need for that. When we got married, I loved the money more than the stuff. I mean, but we have a lot of that stuff still, so I guess maybe it was a pretty good idea.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dave. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Tell you guys about Dr. Kathy Maupin at BioBalance Health. I'm sure by now you could do this live for me, but just to remind you that the next time you clock that you're not feeling great, the next time that your partner is amorous and you are not, or you are, but you're worried that you're going to disappoint, you don't have to live like that. Our grandparents did. We don't. We have medical technology that has changed all of that. When you get the bioidentical hormone replacement pellets like I've been doing for 6 years and my buddy Trish Cazel's been doing for about 7 years now, everything gets better. Everyone reacts differently, but it's going to help you out in the bedroom and the boardroom and the baseball field and just work everywhere. You're going to just feel better. Right next door to BioBalance Health, out in Creve Coeur, is BioBalance Skin, where you can do Botox and chemical peels and M-Sculpt and all these things to make your body and your face look that much better. It's all about looking and feeling as young as you possibly can at biobalancehealth.com.
traffic from the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
Well, we got some trouble out there right now. This traffic report's a service of Duke's Mayonnaise. We got a crash in the 70 exit lanes on North 270 north of Dorset. EMS is responding. Those right lanes are blocked. Traffic's jammed at Page. Southbound 270 is backed up south of Page down through to Ladue towards 64. There was a minor crash there. Northbound from Manchester to Ladue.